Say wow, let's enjoy some fun conversation. We'll be shooting the shelf around the nation. Let's start shooting the shelf.
Good morning, Mythos Nam. No, wait, that's not right. At least I wasn't muted. Welcome everybody to episode 205 of Shooting the Shelf. Who am I? I'm Jesse. That's Curtis. How's it going, Curtis?
It's going excellent. Thank you.
Fantastic.
Mm-hmm.
How's it going? What's doing? What's popping?
Finished some projects this weekend. Just posted a few of them to Instagram. Thanks to one of our guests, because I bought an awesome throne from one Stefan Delator that I've been wanting to paint so bad that when I got home and saw that I had like a bunch of half-finished projects on my desk, I told myself I'm not going to allow myself to move his thing to the front of the queue like I wanted to. I'm going to make sure that I finish these other projects first, and then the reward for finishing those is I get to work on the throne that I picked up for him. So that was
what you're telling me is you're a pleasure delayer.
I used the pleasure of the piece that I want to paint for him, his thing, in order to make me get some other shit done that I did not want to get done, because I'm a procrastinator. Yeah. So
you put off the pleasure of the thing you wanted to the end. To, yeah.
So I could finish these.
Anybody that knows,
I wanted to get those done
Vanilla
too.
Sky. If anyone's seen Vanilla Sky, you get what I'm talking about.
There you go.
All right.
Yeah,
well, we got
my Joker, finished a little vampire thing for Cloud, and then finished my McFarlane Lich King repaint on the sword that I did. So
sweet.
So, yeah.
I didn't do anything. I hung out with people all weekend.
I heard you had a good time.
It was it was nice to not feel the need to be productive, like creatively productive. It was nice to just unwind and hang out. Dylan and Mark came down yesterday morning. We hung out with some people. We'll get into that later. But yeah, it was a fun weekend getting to hang out with those guys. And yeah, I got to hang out with G and Koki and a few other folks. But
what's he got? What's Dylan got? Like 1 week left or two, something like that?
I think it's sometime next week or the middle of next week he's moving, or the middle of the week, a week and a half.
Okay.
That's what I'm trying to say.
Gotcha.
Yes.
Awesome.
Yes. Well, hey, looks like we got some folks in the chat, and I'm ready to go with my sound effects.
All right. Well, here we go then. First off, we've got Mark, aka Crom316. We've got Dave Orkin in the chat. We've got Brian Carr here. Mr. C 5050, who had an awesome KarvarKon. Just killed it. So great job to him. Speaking of KarvarKon, we've got Brian Lynn here of Karvar Kustoms, the man behind the best con of the year. There you go. I said it. Dub3 in the house. We've got Stacy Lynn, the number one reason to go to KarvarKon, and the number one reason to come back to Ohio next year. So Heinrich is here. We've got Jen, aka Lucky Sprinkles. William Husted is here. We've got Ryan Caldwell, Omar Munez, Freaks Figures, and I have Freaks Figures. Boom, boom, boom.
Yeah, you do.
Yeah. So there you go. We've got I Am here. Everything else is silent.
Oh, we're back on the silent now.
Yeah. We're back. I was upset with him for one episode, but I'm good now.
Oh, okay.
V-Dog is here, Jesse. Got it. We've got Jordan, aka the Wholesome Warlock, aka the Periwinkle Prince, aka my moral compass. So,
what are those purple booties doing on there?
I believe those are hearts. So, we've got New to Mythics here, which is Schmerber. It's part of the New to Mythics universe and all of his 50 shows that he has.
He just learned from watching you.
I have to count, but I'm pretty sure he's got more shows than me now. So,
But you were the inspiration.
That's true. That's true. I learned it from watching you, Dad. Darla Ackerman's here. I know her. She's right over there. We've got James Studio Sasamudio. Which, by the way, we listened to Sasudio in the car on the way to KarvarKon like 2 or 3 times, and every time I change it to James Samudio, and Darla laughs the first time, kind of giggles the second time, and then is cringing by the third time it came on. So, just FYI. Trevor is here. Says, let's go. We've got some questions for Steph about being in the car with Trevor. Some not so great things that I heard from Jay about Trevor's antics in the car. So we've got MJ Staten here. We've got Chef Brendan Higgins in the house. The Amir Michael Kaspar is here. He did
fucking Mike.
Yeah, his name is fucking Mike. And he did some painting in the studio today, so it's good to see him. And he talked Darla into doing a white and black cape for KarvarKon, or for Legion's Con. So if anybody's looking for a white and black cape, there's going to be some at Legion's Con now. So JMax77, we've got Jay Low Fidelity Customs here, who was painting with us today as well. We've got Anthony of the Tory Forge here, Anthony Houseal. Kylero Benson is in the house. Got Jesse Marshall. Hayes is here. We got Chris Collier. We got Josh Brown Toys, which I got a lot of prints from Josh at KarvarKon, and I'm excited to print those up as well. Got Chris Sartori here. Guaisagwe is in the house. We call him Low Ass G. So, and then speaking of asses, we got High Ass Twizzler, followed by Low Ass G. Carlo is here. He was in the customizing studio today. Their next con is Statue Con coming up. So Immortal Collections they're getting into the statue business. So they're printing up and prepping and painting and getting ready for that. They will also be at Motu Fest and obviously Legion's Con. But yeah, if you're in the Ohio area and you're going to Statue Con, you will see Immortal Collections there with some statues. So we've got Psycho Ed of the Latin Legions here. All of those boys were at KarvarKon, and they just had a show with Brian and High Ass Twizzler talking about that. We've got Recon Rage in the house, followed by Kevin McCoy. I believe that Kevin will be backstage running the show on Wednesday when we have a crossover event with the Legions Ladies Live Mod Squad and the Art by Ackerman Customizing Studio. Since Jeremy does not have a show this week, we will be doing some live painting. So if anybody wants to watch or they want to join in doing some customizing, let us know. Let's see. We've got Big Greg is here. Still has not shipped my ashes yet. So that's all right.
Maybe you shouldn't have talked so much shit last week.
That's probably what it was. Then we got one of these guys, Jesse.
We got a super chat from one Kevin M. Boots 77, $4.99 super chat. I shot the shelf just outside of Reno for fun.
Nice. So yesterday I was getting my hat out for PGG, and when I was opening up my hat box, the box hit one of my shelves and almost knocked some shit over. And I was like, damn it, don't be knocking shit off the shelf. I'm talking to myself. And Darla says, yeah, you're not supposed to knock into the shelves. You're supposed to shoot them. That was your face right there was my reaction. I hear Jeremy Ballinger is here. And Action Figure Dude, another awesome table at KarvarKon. Kirby's in the house. KirbyCon apparently coming up. I'm sure we'll hear more about that from Schmerber. And I think that is everybody. So that is correct. I do not have any of the Ashes figures in hand yet. Not a single one. So
Now, let me ask you a question because we had this real. Well, no, we'll bring the guys on and then we'll ask this question before we get into the shelf selection. So, folks, put your digital hands together for applauding warmly for round things. Nope. I blame Mark for this.
She's giggling over there, by the way.
Folks, you know him, you love him. It's G to the Schmerbs. Welcome, Schmerber, back to the shelf.
Hey, fellas.
That's a really long applause track.
We've got Eric Bryson here as well as Jeremy Govier. So
I think you're gonna like Shui. He's cool. I know you. I know.
We'll see. If Greg ever ships my order.
I'm not saying it's gonna be your favorite, but you always end up liking the ones you thought you were gonna not like.
The boots.
Like
they have proven me wrong a few times. Yes,
literally every time.
Come on.
Yeah.
I mean, so good. So good.
I don't know why you would use the translucent hand and not the translucent head, though.
Well, because the picture of him is fading. He's, he's got to save. He's got to stop his mom from falling in love with him. Yeah,
it's just a glimpse of his power, just a little bit.
Yeah.
It's because his mom saw his Calvin Kleins and they almost did it.
Yes.
So,
and hey, folks, in case you're driving down the road and there's construction and you have to take a detour.
That guy.
That boy good. That boy good.
He's good one. He's good one.
We had to take a detour in
that
Ohio.
kind of setup.
We had to take a detour down Gay Street. So,
whoa, Curtis, it's 2026.
Whoa.
I'm just telling you that's what happened. We were driving down the road. It said detour Gay Street. Darla and I had to take it. It's the only way we could get to the hotel.
It's all love, right?
Okay, real quick, the hotel. Where was the Arby's? I heard there was an Arby's. Like
you
right
had to keep going.
lot.
Like when you're going to the hotel, if like you keep going down that road that you turn into the hotel, it's like a little bit further down that way.
The only thing down there was the Bob Evans and the gas station.
It's basically right next to that by there.
The pub was like everything you needed. Like why even go to Arby's? There's Arby's everywhere. I'm just saying. That pub.
I missed it. I didn't see it. I thought it was literally like in the parking lot.
The way they were talking, I thought it was within walking distance, which I guess if you're high-ass Twizzler, it's within walking distance, but I thought it was like in the parking lot, but no, it was not.
No.
So,
but Jesse, you seem like the kind of person that like really concentrates when he drives. I mean, I did drive with you once, but I feel like you're really like, focused on your, so maybe Arby's went by and you,
It depends. Sometimes I'm driving and then I remember I'm driving.
Oh wait, who's driving? Oh, I'm driving. Oh,
yeah. It's like, wait, what? Yeah. I mean, I'm a safe driver, and it's not because I'm on my phone or doing anything shady. I just, disassociate from reality.
Elijah rode with you to Target, and I felt very safe.
Yeah. And that was New Jersey, so
Yeah.
there you go.
Yeah.
Can I say real fast? I'm a fan of this guy over here. This guy is like
Steph. Everybody
in the
likes
chat. Am I right? I mean, this guy is like
That's
the
the best.
nicest, just the epitome of like the best of the cabal.
Andy's one of the best
in the
looking
world.
people
I'm not sure if you guys saw
fandom.
my haul video that I did for KarvarKon, but I'd like talk through all the stuff that I got. And when I got to Steph, I accidentally talked about how attractive he is too.
I mean,
well,
So I mean,
we are on Bay Street, so let's.
I didn't
go
mean
there.
to, but
Let's go
sometimes
there.
when you're recording, things just slip
That's
out,
what
and I was like, yeah, he's really talented, and he's got great stuff, and
he smells good.
he's good to look at too. And I was like, man, that didn't come out right, but
you can't see it, but I'm blushing like really hard.
So yeah, if you want to see me in real time, did I just flirt with Steph on my show? Go and watch that haul video, and you'll see that. So, yeah.
Appreciate you guys.
Jesse, I think we do a thing at the start of the show here, don't we?
Oh wait,
Something?
I had your question. I had a question.
Question us.
Not your question. I had a question for the fellas in the chat. So Mark and Dylan were hanging out, and we were talking, and he kept changing the parameters, even though we don't use the metric system here.
Who was
Because
changing parameters?
Mark, he was like,
Okay.
the goblins need some love. I'm like, the goblins got love. He said, well, you can't count the new ones that just came out. And I'm like, why not? He's like, because I haven't opened them yet. I'm like, that doesn't matter. Like, they're out. He's like, when was the last one we got? I said Swig.
Swig.
They were like, well, that was 2 years ago. And I was like, and then there was the reinforcements wave 1, and then there was the deluxe builder wave. So I mean, there's
and the RPG figure.
I was like, and he's like, well, they're not out yet, so they don't count. So like, do you count them even if you don't have them in hand?
We had this in the chat. I think it was one of the customizing studios. I can't remember who it was. It might have been Kim Pie. It was somebody was out there saying, well, we haven't gotten a goblin forever. I was like, I've been in the line for 5 years, and you've literally got a goblin every single fucking year. So I don't want to hear it. Goblin fans are just, Jeremy confirmed it. They have surpassed dwarf fans as the most annoying fan group in Mythos for a reason. Because all they do is complain. So Goblin fans, find something new. And if you want something legit, see, there you go. And if you want something legitimate to complain about, the one thing that you've got for you that you could throw out there is you don't have a female goblin yet. That's the one thing you could put a feather in your hat, and you could, because that's true. This other stuff about not getting goblins is bullshit. But if you want to say like, hey, we've had all these goblins and there's no females, what the hell's going on? That I will agree with you on. So, yeah. Oh,
that's it. I wasn't trying to like. I was just wondering what your opinion. Do you count them if you don't have them opened yet, even if you have it in your possession?
I think the reveal, because they're going into production at some point, so
yeah. But like we've had it in reinforcements, we've had goblins in the deluxe builder, we've had goblins, we had Swig, like, and you had 1,000 of them guys, like that became a big thing, right?
So too many? Did we have too many?
Yeah, we're still trying to push Swigs because the goblin people won't buy them. So
even Terrence is selling some of his Swigs. I mean,
that's crazy. That's
crazy.
Swiggity swooty.
Yeah, right.
Oh no.
It's ridiculous. It's not. It's literally true. Yeah. Reinforcements, deluxe Legion builder.
They get just enough. I think they get enough love.
They got all.
I mean,
now they just got a 2-pack.
They're great.
And the 2-pack looks great. I mean, I don't know because I haven't gotten Ashes yet. Apparently, I'm
sure it's on the way.
Very back end of the line because of my conversation about Shui, but that's fine. It's okay.
It's on the way, I'm sure.
Sometimes you're first, sometimes you're last. So
exactly. Yeah. It'll get there exactly when it's meant to be there.
That's true. It's true.
He is a wizard. Isn't he?
This is factual, I think.
I know he's a librarian.
He's got books.
Wizard.
I don't know.
What a wizard. He's got multiple books. They're like all chained together.
Yeah.
So cool.
We just got a shadow elf. And we just got shadow centaurs. And we've got shadow elves coming in the game.
We need
now. But for a long time, they had nothing. So goats. Yeah, if you're a goat person, you haven't had a goat in a few years. So
there you go. Had Silverhorn sentries in the reinforcements. They're fawns.
Shelf selections, maybe. What do you think?
Yeah, let's do that.
We're just gonna cry forever about this. That's
hey, in the famous words of Mad Anna, don't cry for me, Argentina.
There you go. There you go.
All right, here we go. First one is one of mine. And apparently a lot of my picks start with toy in it today. So this is Toy Fanatic. I thought this was a cool shot. You got that. I've seen this like beat up Spider-Man in the store, and I was like, what the hell would I do with that? I've thought about picking it up, but I had no idea what I'd do. And apparently this is what you do with it. You have him walking away after beating the Green Goblin. And at first I thought he decapitated him. And then I realized, that's supposed to be like he's holding the mask. So he did not decapitate him here, but I would have been for that too. But yeah, great shot. Steph?
No, I totally agree with you. I for a second thought before I saw the Norman Osborn sculpt, I'm like, hey, I took his head right off. Finally. But yeah, just a mask.
Finally.
Yeah.
It's absolute Spider-Man.
Exactly, yeah. Peter Parker plays it too safe in my opinion. I like it when he lashes out.
Schmerb, thoughts on this one?
Oh yeah, I dig it. I thought the same thing, Curtis, when I saw that. I'm like, who would buy that? But I'm glad someone did because it looks good. And I like Peter Parker the badass. You know, he's kind of like Invincible, where he just like takes a beating and he's got that, you know, indomitable spirit. So I think this really shows that. It's cool.
Did want to pull this up from Trevor. I don't think I have a toy immersion pick. I have several that start with toy, but I don't think toy immersion's one of them. So,
Oh, and one of your picks was one of my picks. So,
oh, nice. Jesse, thoughts on this one?
it is really cool. This is setting. The setting is great. I love the color. This feels like it could be a comic book cover, and you know, I love all the little details. The flame effects are really cool, or the smoke effects, and I too also. Thought
Thing.
I thought there was some decapitation going on there, but I'm glad he didn't do that.
Did want to pull this up from Anthony. Says also like to start a movement, keep Goblins 2.0. It's a proven fact that 1.0 Goblins are bought up by dwarf fans because we don't suck. I believe that strategically that is why the Horsemen keep giving us 1.0 Goblins, because they know that even though the Goblin fans are cheap as fuck and won't buy them, the dwarf fans will. And that
I
is
like
what he then
1.0
says
Goblin.
here. He says Goblin numbers would be so much lower in purchasing because Goblin fans are perpetually cheap. I agree.
Wow.
Cheapskate
I
Goblin
take-
fans.
Okay.
So,
I take a little offense to that.
sorry.
Okay. Yeah.
Truth hurts sometimes. Jesse.
This is Aloha_toy photography with Mikey from Turtles 3 on a Boreas shooting an arrow with some killer lighting. I don't know. I just thought this was really fun. I like don't really care for that movie per se, but seeing this with toys is just you know, to me it's someone having fun, and I really liked it.
Schmerber.
First off, I see that it's in Hawaii, and I'm wondering, like, is that background actually in Hawaii? Dig the horse, not a huge turtle fan anymore, but everything else I love. Like, you could put anything, any character on that horse, and it would look great. So a great shot. I love the dust and the rocks that are getting kicked up. Very cool.
Why not anymore? Did the turtles do something to wrong you?
I like the comic. I like the comic from the 80s. Yeah, Shell Shock for sure. It's almost like if you love a property when you're young, and then like a corporation kind of buys it, and they just like crank out just anyways. So check out the old black and white, you know, like the Mirage comics. Those were awesome. But
all right.
Schmerber's revealing his true hipster nature tonight.
I'm sorry.
Steph, thoughts on this one?
I should have just kept it in.
No,
This is definitely a great shot. You know, being, you know, a Boreas shot, that's the best Mythic Legion force.
Yes.
You with your mama, that I will not stand for the Boreas slander. That is an excellent horse. So I love seeing these shots. The turtle figure, this is actually the first one I've seen from Turtles 3 that I actually like. Best thing to come out of that movie is the song Tarzan Boy. Every time I see it, I gotta play it. But definitely a great dynamic shot. I love the light filtering from the left. The arrow, of course. It's definitely a good mix up that we probably wouldn't have seen otherwise. I wouldn't never put these two together. Definitely a good shot.
Very cool. Yeah, I like the dust being kicked up. I think we mentioned this last week on one of the shots that had a horse in it. Like, I'm terrible at posing a horse. Like, trying to get their legs to look natural in any sort of movement is not my forte. I have to like Google pictures of actual horses in movement and try to recreate it. But this looks great.
What's wrong with that?
What? Googling horses?
Yeah.
Well, nothing. I can't just do it naturally. Like, I've got to actually look up reference material.
I'm going to tell you, probably most people have to look up horse references to pose their horses.
Yeah, but this looks great. This is fantastic.
Maybe except for Schmerber.
I love the dust being kicked up, and I love the fact that this is from Jesse's favorite turtle movie. So, oh yeah, Schmerber, go ahead.
You saw me, Curtis. You're just ignoring me.
No, I did not. I'm sorry.
I wish that we had, and I don't know if we do. Maybe people can help me. if we had figure stands for horses. I know people have like rigged ones, but I really want one that can really do some dynamic, amazing poses. Yes, Jesse, please.
I was just gonna. I just turn my Mythic Legion stands around and twist the prongs up a little bit. A proper horse stand would be nice, but you can make do with the Legions one.
Send me a picture after the show of
Sure.
that? Because
see what I would do. Like so far, all we've had in the line are mares, and I think what we need is a stallion, and that way you can tripod that sumbitch.
Yeah.
That's what I would do.
I usually use the tail as
I want the hooves up. I want like the dynamic, like
yeah.
Well, chasm.
If we get a stallion, you'll be able to get those front legs up because you'll be able to tripod him in the back.
Right.
You know, balance
with his tail, right? Like a stiff tail.
No.
Talking about the tail is kind of a hard.
Long, it's the stiff, other.
The legs, the strong, powerful legs.
The third leg in the back.
The long tail. Because the tail is a static tail. Right.
Yeah, I mean the tail. I mean with that you could have 4 points of contact, I guess, in the back. So, yeah, Mythic Legion, 4 horsemen. If you're listening, give us some horse penis. Next is one of my picks.
That's yours.
Another toy one, but not toy immersion. This is toy photo guy with some goblins. So here you go, all you whiny goblin people out there. I thought this was a cool shot. I like the way that this is set up. You know, I don't know what it is that they're looking at, what they're getting ready to go attack, or what's getting ready to attack them. But I just thought this was cool, especially the way that light from the flame is kind of flickering on that one in the front. Yeah, cool little shot. So, Steph?
Yeah, that's Bill. Bill Chestnut. You guys probably see him at the shows a lot.
Bill's killing it.
He's on another level these days with his shots. He's been cascading into unforeseen territory here, and this shot is again one of his best as well. His passion for the composition is you can see it in every photo. Give him a follow if you haven't already.
Apparently, these guys are going to the farmers market, so there you go.
They would have Trader Joe bags if they were doing that.
Trevor was asking how many points of articulation on a horse penis, but I agree with Freak. We need bendy wire.
Bendy wire, yeah.
Bendy wire. So. I love breaking Jesse.
Jesse, we got to rise above it. We got to rise above it, Jesse.
Schmerber, what do you think of this one?
I like the hazy. I like the background, the little stone structure. I like that's a Karvar, right? That's a Karvar custom.
Looks like it, yeah.
I love it.
I believe that is the rules in toy photography that you have to use Karvar lights.
Absolutely, they're the best. I love the paint, the face paint on that goblin in the front. It's a fun picture. I dig it. It's got a lot of atmosphere.
Awesome, Jesse.
What? Sorry.
Goblins picture.
Yes. This is very cool. This is showing off the cool goblins that we just got with one of the some pop and swap on one of them.
Wow.
And we were talking last night. I love that they've used those gauntlets. I know the 2.0 gauntlets. I know those are on Thistlethorn. I don't know what else they come on, but I know they're not super common. So it was cool to see those on a 2.0 again.
Awesome. Next one is one of Jesse's.
This is Fear My Future. I just thought the angle of this shot was super cool. It is a foot, Curtis, but there are no toes.
Yes.
At least
thank you. I appreciate that. I can deal with skeleton feet.
But this is pretty cool. I got to see this in hand last night. It was really cool. Those wings are awesome. Dylan said they looked like fruit roll-ups, and I totally agree. But yeah, I think this is just a really cool shot of a fun figure.
Greg?
Yeah, I agree. This figure, I picked one up last night, and the wings are top tier. They're translucent, kind of a sour apple green kind of color. It's just an awesome figure. And I dig the background. I think it's kind of basic, but really gives you that, you're seeing the figure more than you're really seeing the background, and I like that. I kind of wish that the color of the armor was a little bit more, it's just kind of muted because the armor is like a really kind of a copper, kind of like a shiny copper. Curtis, right? You've seen the figure.
I don't have them in hand yet.
You have one. You have one with you.
No, I don't have them yet.
Okay, but yeah, it's a great shot. It's really good. I like it.
Stefan.
Yeah, I agree with G. Having that apocalyptic background really sets the tone for the figure.
It's heavy.
If you didn't have any context about the figure, it's like, well, why does this, bony guy with half armor, why does he have these weird, tasty green apple wings? And the background kind of brings it. Oh, he's some sort of angel of death or some sort of horseman of apocalypse. That type of concept. So definitely brings it all together.
Jesse,
I just realized something. This angel is not flying. This dead angel skeleton, he's falling into hell, and we're watching from above, looking down.
You're changing the perspective.
Yeah. Oh, okay.
See, I thought he was coming at me.
He's nose diving. Okay,
landing on me, but you're turning it around, and he's falling toward. Okay,
yeah, good.
I like that. I like that.
Fucking Greg. Yeah, out of all of the ashes, this is my least anticipated figure, even more so than the librarian. I have no interest in this one whatsoever, but I am waiting to see that horsemen make me wrong again, that I get it in hand and go, wow, I was dumb, which they've done numerous times, but I don't think it's gonna happen with this one. But that being said, I thought this was a pretty cool shot before Jesse just said what he did about him falling into hell. Now I think it's an amazing shot. I love that perspective. If he's kind of nosediving, that's awesome. So, yeah, okay, all right.
You're gonna try to eat the wings, Curtis.
Listen, that's the great thing about this toy line is that something is everybody's favorite. But that also means that something is also somebody's least favorite.
Right. So, not to keep on about the Ashes wave, but I think this figure and also Yosef, no pictures do justice for either of the figures. The paint on those are phenomenal. That Yosef, it looks gray in the pictures, but when you see it, it's got like this pearlescent, just really, really pretty colors. So I just wanted to throw that out there.
Awesome.
Sorry, go ahead.
No, you're good. Next one is one of my picks. This is one that I just found this week. This is Satellite_Designs. And this thing is fucking creepy, but it's also fucking cool. I love the gradient on here. It's just like all the different colors on here and the way that they work together is perfection. Chef's kiss. Like, this is just expert level painting. So nice work. DTour.
Agreed. You guys have probably seen, how the miniature community paints their like Warhammer minis, and it's like these illustrious techniques and shading, and this is what it reminds me of. And what seems like an impossible feat to really blend colors in a certain way, like they've achieved it at a bigger scale, which is absolutely nuts. I love the violets, the purples, the magentas, and the pinks kind of just blending into each other. Very evil looking. Love it.
Greg?
I'm curious about the size of this because the detail is insane. And I love, like what Steph was saying, I love the color choices too. They're really, really cool. It gives me a sandworm kind of dune vibe. But,
well, it is a miniature, but it's like a big miniature,
Well, the grid is 1x1 at the bottom, so it's like 4x4 square. It's probably 6 or 7 inches tall.
Oh, okay, yeah. Okay. Because I was thinking it was like a tiny little. But no, still, it's rad.
Yeah,
very cool.
Jesse,
it makes me very uncomfortable, which is high praise to the painter and the sculptor. Even though it is like a bigger mini, being able to do like DTour was saying, the little effects and the gradients and all that little detail, like this is probably smaller in overall than a Mythic Legion, on the table, like height wise, or about the same size, and like the amount, of little detail on the teeth and everything. Like, yeah, I'm probably gonna have nightmares about this thing.
All right, sorry. Next is one of Jesse's.
This one was sent to me by our buddy Dylan this week. This base body is was it Shamu or whatever from the Godzilla versus Kong New Empire, the white, like the ice creature.
Okay.
That the big apes have, and they converted it into this full-fledged dragon, put wings on it and all sorts of stuff. So I just thought that was really cool. This is Next Level Kustoms 95. It's a new to me account. And it just it just impresses the hell out of me that they put all that work into this. I know there's a lot of people that do things like this in the community, but I just thought this one was particularly cool. Yeah, that's what I said. Shamu.
Shimu.
I think it's next level, literally. And I love that the background is just basic. That way you're not, what is that in the background? You're like focused on the beauty of this custom. And I'm a huge Red Dragon fan. I really wanted Beathir to be like a brick or a reddish color. But I love the color choices. I love the paint on the wings, how you see some light, lighter colors in the wing, because of the membrane. Just phenomenal. Really, really, really cool. I love it.
Greg, would you say the detail in the membrane is insane?
Definitely insane in the membranes. Definitely.
Knew it was coming. Steph, thoughts on this one?
Thanks, Jesse. I appreciate that.
Absolutely incredible. I think about recently Chris G was out there in China with those prototypes of the Mythic Dragon, and I think about having this colorway on that dragon. And
yes,
epic, absolutely epic. I mean, you figure Red Dragons in just any high fantasy lore is the end all be all of dragons, and with having this colorway on that dragon would be insane. But this is knocked it right out the park. Great blend of colors. I mean, this is somebody who understands how to really compose their color palette and really make it look nice. Outstanding.
Yeah, the reds and oranges with the veining and then like the kind of the charred black parts. Just it all really works well together. It's very nicely done. So love it.
Me too.
Next is one of mine. This is another one I just found this week, which is just_another_paint. And I thought this was really cool the way that they've got that, like the opening there with the blue, like the electric blue. Kind of reminded me of that the cosmic figure that we just saw, the one that Eric did, that I can never remember the name. Is it Zortex or Zorex or whatever? Anyways, just the way that they've got that like electric looking blue in here with that like demon or whatever that's inside of it. I just thought that was really cool the way that they came up with that. So, Steph?
Yeah, I'm a big Warhammer fan. So seeing these illustrious paints on some of your favorite Warhammer characters or armors, I just love it. Plus, I'm a big fan of like the bases. Some people forego putting high detail on the bases as well. You see all the rust and decay and just post destruction in that base too. So it's just another paint really paid attention to the details, and I struggle with this also, but the way he's able to blend the colors to mimic some sort of phasing afterglow or some sort of light effect, that is very hard to do. That is extremely hard to do, and it just looks like you threw an LED in there, but really it's just a paint. So outstanding work.
Beautiful. Greg?
Yeah, I agree with Steph on that. The colors, the lighting, it almost makes it look like it's being lit up. I agree. I also wanted to call the bluing of the barrels of the gun, how they're kind of blued from the fire. That to me is, I mean, I don't know anything about painting, but man, that to me seems top tier. That you would even think about that as trying to mimic that.
Attention to detail for sure, especially on a miniature.
Right. So. Exactly. So yeah, phenomenal work.
Jesse?
Man, for a shot that is just showing off the paintwork, and that's not, I'm not saying just, but like it's not like a full like dynamic scene shot. I feel like I can smell and feel the terrain of this, like that dirty, grimy, like kind of wet, dry, sandy ground, and like whatever that. I don't know if that thing's a demon or what it is, but like there's this like, you know, sulfuric ozone smell emanating off of this thing, and just whatever that sigil is in his hands that's glowing. You know, so seeing like feels like a supernatural being of some sort, or you know, piloting a mech is just next level creepy and super killer paint job.
Next one is one of Jesse's.
Kill Cutter Photo. I know a lot of people were talking about mixing Anubis and Bastet with the NECA stuff and seeing it all on display here. I love how they flipped the base for the Anubis statue or the shrine, and you know, used it as a table for the mummy there and all the canopic jars and the sarcophagus. I just thought this was really cool, and the lighting and, you know, the Ankh on the wall in the back. This is just a really fun shot with so much going on, and but it doesn't feel busy. Like it feels it's telling a story, and these figures look great together.
Schmerb?
Yeah, I agree. There's just so much detail. It looks almost like a painting. I love the soft light going through the window, and I think not seeing the joints and not seeing the lines as much in the figures, because whenever I see a joint or a line in the figure, it kind of reminds me that it's an action figure, and this really does. They do well by, you know, kind of hiding or not seeing a lot of the lines in these figures, and I think it's great. I love this one. It's really cool.
Yeah, definitely an outstanding shot. I don't see enough of that figure obscura Anubis and Bastet kind of circulating too much. So very refreshing to see it. I also like that it's not, you know, so like you guys said, not overstimulating. It's a nice soft look to the scene, and you can kind of capture all of the expressions and details and kind of surmise what the story might be behind it.
Yeah. Yeah, I really like the mixing of the lines here. Like, I think this works really well. And then the way that they've got this display set up to where it feels dark, like inside of a pyramid or something, but with just enough light coming in. It even kind of looks kind of dusty and dirty. Yeah, just really cool setup on this. I like this a lot. This is an impressive shot. So next one is another one that I found this week, Zarek 80. And they showed a few different angles of this ship that they painted where it was supposed to be like where it was stealthed, but it was kind of like maybe took some damage and the stealth was coming off of it. So you can kind of see some like space and stuff going on through it. And I have no idea how they achieved this look, but it is phenomenal. It looks like CGI. It does not look like but you know, there's a whole behind the scenes and they've got all this other, you know, these other angles of it and stuff. It's just a really super impressive paint job on here. I really dig this. So, Steph?
Yeah, agreed. You know, I've watched hundreds of hours of painting theory and technique on YouTube, and I've seen how they achieve this effect, but to actually execute is a whole nother ball game. It's incredible. Not just that you know, cloaked galaxy effect, but then on top of that, the lines of degradation, the green highlighted areas where it's showing that, you know, that either loss of shield or loss of cloaking ability. Wow, just absolutely wow.
Schmerber?
Yeah, I'm in awe. You definitely should have this guy. And how do you do this, or how do they do that? Sorry.
Yeah.
The color, the like the cosmos, the reds and the purples and the blues are beautiful. I love it. Super cool. I'd like to see a figure of that. That'd be cool to see like a cosmonaut, like a cosmic, like a dude that's just kind of.
It feels like something we would see from Jay, like low fidelity customs. Like I could see him doing something like this. Jesse?
At first, it took me a minute to process what this was when you sent the photo over to me, and then when I realized, I was like, "Holy shit!" Because I was like, I see it, like the armor's wearing off and the cloaking is going away, or some of it's still hanging on. I used to want to have my van repainted like those 80s like rock and roll vans with like the wizard and the barbarian and the chick on it or
Shui
whatever
on the side of your van.
Yeah, shoot, I'd take Shui, Azza, and I don't know, someone else. Sure. Torian. Let's go with Torian. Let's throw a bad guy in there.
There you go.
But now I want this. I want my van painted to look like it's coming out of like hyperdrive cloaking out of space. This is so cool. And just the fact that like the gun turret on the right side is either it's mid-phasing or something, or it's been worn out. Like, I love that it looks like it's not like all beat to crap, the ship, but like it looks like it's worn, like it's gone in and out of like planetary entry. And this is really cool. And I don't know what it's from, but I want to see this story happen.
Yeah, very cool. Sig says he can do that for you, Jesse.
So all right, I'll head to Vegas.
There you go. All right, next is one of Jesse's. Ooh,
Sheej Toy Studio. I don't know if I'm saying that right, but I think we've had a couple of from this account with these kind of realistic battle shots with Star Wars characters, just these clone troopers in the middle of a firefight with the dust and the debris.
It was a firefight.
Yeah, it's just now I want to see a Boondock Saints set in the Star Wars universe.
Yeah.
I'd never thought of that till now, but now I want it.
It was one guy with 6 guns.
You'd have more luck if you drag a beer instead of a potato through town.
Yeah.
Yeah, no, it's a great shot. It feels like a live action like scene from a film or a something. It does not feel like toys. So bravo.
Schmerber?
I agree with that. Yeah, I love it when I see a picture and I'm like, I don't know if it's a person, if they're people, or if it's a toy. So I love the dust and the rocks. I almost kind of wish I saw like some laser fire going back and forth, but I think it's a great shot.
Stefan?
Yeah, agreed. I like that a lot of the figure is concealed in the actual action. It really speaks to the volume of what's happening here. And I'm a big fan of porous rock. I love porous rock. So every time I see it scale well with the figure, I'm like, knocked it right out the park. Love it.
Yeah, this makes me want to see like a military, like almost like a Saving Private Ryan kind of Star Wars movie.
Yeah, like a Last Stand kind of.
Yeah, just something in the trenches and dust and dirt and rock and this, I don't know. This makes me want to see a cool movie. So great job, because this does not look like a toy photo at all. This definitely looks like it's some sort of advertisement for some new thing coming out. So next is one of my picks. I'm guessing this is the one that you also picked, Jesse. Oh, all right. This is from our good friend Nate over at Corona 4. And I thought this was really cool. I love this, kind of build that he's got here with the Thygar body and then the cape and stuff. Blurred background, some rain. I don't know, just really cool kind of shot. I really like, he's just in the shadows. So yeah. Steph?
So every time I see one of Nate's photos, I hear Hans Zimmer just playing in the background. Every single shot is like that for me. It's just like I wake up on like a Monday morning, whatever theme he may be doing for the week, and I see the photo. I'm like, damn, sips coffee. That boy good. So I love Nate's shots. He blends colors well. It's easy on the eyes. It's not overstimulating, and he's always telling a great story. He has great use of props. Mixes up well-known figures so that it doesn't look like everybody else's shot. Nate is one of the greatest visual storytellers of our age.
I agree.
Even just the light, like the little light coming from the side to where you can kind of see that reflection on his right side there. Yeah, just really good. Schmerber?
Yeah, Nate, huge fan of him as a person, but also his photography. I love that background. It's like it's like my eyes. I want to see more of that. It's got kind of like a Blade Runner kind of thing going, but the light,
like some sort of sci-fi city that's
right,
bustling, and yeah.
And my eyes, I love, and this is like a minor thing, but it's something that I've always loved, is when the hero like is actually holding their cape or their cloak. So like you could see right there that he's got his hand like on his cloak, kind of like maybe moving it or using it to conceal himself. I just think that's rad. That's something that I don't see a lot of. So awesome work, Nate. Definite fan.
Jesse?
I feel like the dialogue, I've seen things you people wouldn't believe. Attack ships on fire off the shoulder of Orion. I've watched sea beams glitter in the dark after the near the Tannhauser Gate. All moments will be lost in time, like tears in the rain.
There you go.
Is coming at him from the other side of this camera. This is epic. Yeah, and Schmerb, the whole thing, like he's like using the cloak to maybe hide the gun, like to tuck it away, or so someone doesn't see what he's about to do or has done. Yeah, this is so cool, and the rain feels like it just adds so much mood and atmosphere to the shot. So yeah, well done.
I have a feeling that the next one is going to be Schmerber's favorite. So this is one of Jesse's.
So this is Plastic Toytarium, or Plastic Playtorium.
Yeah.
Just seeing the different Chirel and Nymph figures assembled here, and the dwarf female from the Exiles Under the Mountain. I just thought it was really cool. Excuse me, got that.
Put some respect on Dagna's name.
That's right.
I just think this is a cool shot. This one dwarf is coming against the three of these baddies, and it just the poses that he's got the two on the side in feels very like creepy horror movie spider like, and it's just really selling that. Even though it's like bright in here, it's selling the creepiness of this shot. And he's in the chat saying there is a BTS at the end of the side, and not the K-pop group, like a behind the scenes.
Right.
So Schmerber, who's winning this fight?
Oh, Dagna all the way. She's got it. She's armored up. She's got the strength of the dwarfs behind her. I'm sure that Ragna is on the way with her little tiny legs. But no, great posing. Excellent. I mean, I love how they're posed. I love the bright, like Jesse said, the background of the figure in the middle, how it's bright behind her. I wonder what that is. Is that what that background is? It's pretty cool.
It looks like some sort of like sandstone dio piece. But yeah, just really good lighting.
Really good lighting. Yeah, it's not too bright, not too dark. Yeah, right. Kind of.
I like that translucent blade too, like that.
Yeah, the light
that it catches that light. Yeah,
is that a Savage Crucible?
It might be. I don't know.
It's a blind
I believe so. They look like they would go well with those wings from the gold skeleton.
Oh yeah.
Stefan, thoughts on this one?
Oh, have you guys ever seen the movie The Immortals with Henry Cavill?
Oh yeah.
So this is what came to mind when I first saw it. You have all these muted colors, and the bad guys are these blacks, whites, grays, and then here comes badass Henry and his gold chic and kind of pulling up and trying to save the day. So you can tell, despite being outnumbered, this dwarf is about to kick some tail. I love that. It's placed so far to the right, gives you an opportunity to really digest everything else, but then understand that it starts and ends with this golden dwarf. So outstanding.
That's right.
While I do like dwarves and I do like this figure a lot, I think she's in trouble, man. Because three Chirels coming at you, dude. That's That's not good. That's not good.
Agnes got it. She's Stormforger.
She just step on their toes. You know?
I really like the bright light behind the one with the Urxa head there in the middle. Kind of really puts her in shadow and kind of is almost like she's the one calling the shots there, and these other two, you know, with those weird poses, like almost kind of moving like spiders or something. Yeah, just very, very creepy the way that that's going, and I love the shot. Very cool. Next is one of my picks. This is Jared Circus Bear. And this was a new one. I think one of my friends, I had saw that they had liked it. And I didn't know what this was at first. And then I went and looked, and there's like a lot of behind the scenes and progress pics on this. And this guy like made all of these like little figures. So this is obviously like a punch out thing. He makes the base for it. Then he makes all the little figures around the ring. And he shows like all the in progress stuff of like making these things out of clay and stuff. It is super detailed and just crazy the amount of work that he puts into this. And it looks badass. I think this is awesome. So yeah, that's it. Steph?
Yeah, in the world of like, stylized vinyl toys, this is absolutely unique. At first glance, I thought it was maybe a cutout at the top, but the longer you look at it, you realize, hey, no, these are individual sculpted components with some depth and the level of detail. Just using the fingers as a scale, I'm like, that's absolutely insane. Very very well thought out and executed with those bright colors too.
Schmerber?
Oh yeah, I love it. I love the colors. I love the detail. Super punch out. Mike Tyson's punch out, man. Talk about the game and stress. It was like Elden Ring for when you were a kid. Like you only had so many times to come back, and you're dodging, and Mike Tyson's like boom, like one. Oh man, I remember those days. My hands would be shaking when I'm trying to beat these guys. So that kind of throws me back. A lot of fun, cool colors. That's cool. I would definitely have that on my shelf.
Show this real quick on my phone. I don't know if this is gonna come in, but like that's all the little characters.
Wow.
Like he's got them on alligator clips and like getting ready to paint them and shit. Like
detail.
that is wild. And then to look at this and see that it's almost like they're cell shaded the way that they're painted. Like it's crazy.
Beautiful colors.
Jesse,
vibrant.
This is such a cool idea. Like I remember when I was getting into Funkos, I was going to try to do some customs and do creative stuff, but I just couldn't come up with anything original. So like because I forget what these guys are called, but I've seen people doing different things with that body, that build type, whatever that figure's called. And I just think this is such a cool idea. Like never would have thought of this. This is such a fun tribute to, something so many of us can relate to. And the paintwork on like the ring, like the gradient effect, like it's not clean. Like it looks to me like it's intentionally done in like that kind of like line by line gradient effect to like give you that kind of 80s 90s like video game look, that didn't have that super smooth blending look on everything. And just the expressions, like I'm getting frustrated just trying to imagine trying to sculpt these.
I would really encourage everybody to check this one out and look at some of the reels that he has on painting some of like the individual figures and stuff, because it just gives you a whole different appreciation for this, for sure. But
yeah, awesome. I just think it's great. I also really like the green shorts and the gloves. I think that those really stand out to me.
Yeah, very cool. And then last one is Jesse's.
This was the pick we both had.
Gotcha.
That Nate's pick was going to be one if I needed to get another one for this week, but you had it, so I hadn't. So it's technically both. This is Tora Nerd with Neve and the new Frost Ogre. This just looks epic. Middle of summer here. This is the perfect picture. I needed to cool off when I saw this. Made me feel all nice and cozy. Until I realized that the Frost Ogre's coming. But Neve's got this.
She's got it.
Schmerber.
Yeah, great posing for Neve and that Frost Ogre. Frost Ogre is very Curtis. That right in hand, that Frost Ogre is just amazing, incredible. Even though it's a repainting, heavy reuse.
Yeah, I love
wave.
how it looks in hand. Oh wait, no, I don't.
Great, just a great figure there. Background, all the pieces that go in there, the kind of the falling snow. Very cool, and also look at the snow that's crusted on her cape or her fur too.
Mm-hmm.
That's some detail right there.
Stefan.
Definitely.
Yeah, G brought up my favorite part of this shot, just the snow execution. It's so hard to really get snow and scale with our toys, and I've seen people use the Christmas decoration snow, but sometimes those flakes are too big. They got a luster to them. They don't deflect light as well as you want to. So anytime I see snow done this well and so thoughtful, I always fall in love immediately, especially on the rocks and the characters. So and of course a
lot of detail.
We finally got a good Frost Ogre again, despite the reuse. I think it was a great kit bash of some of the newer Ogre parts too, like that bearded helmet. I think that was a nice touch. So
I agree.
I'm all for it. I can't wait to mess around with these.
Yeah, this picture reminds me that either Eric Miller is just forgetful or he's just silly, because he says that gold skeleton is the best figure of the wave when he painted this Frost Ogre. It's like, this thing is awesome. Like, how could you put that gold skeleton above this guy? So either he's forgetful or he's just silly, because this thing is amazing.
He's a humble guy, He's a humble dude.
I've talked at length, Jesse and I both have, about we love some snow shots. And this one is like, this guy's just barreling down on her, but she's gonna be all right. She's gonna be okay.
Got this.
Yeah, she's gonna handle business here.
It's almost like a book cover or something,
Yeah. Yeah, this is a cool one, and I do love that. Like the snow on the ground's cool, but that like caked on snow on the fur.
Yeah, that's next
kiss,
level.
So.
Yep,
good stuff. That'll do it for shelf selections. Only an hour and 3 minutes in, Jesse. So,
is that good, or is that?
Well, we each had 7 picks, so this is why we should narrow down the number of picks we pick.
Yeah, maybe,
but whatever.
And then you got something else on there next before we get into tables.
Schmerber. This we've got. You started a little group. Can you talk about that real quick?
Sure. Literary Legions is a group that I started. It's basically just people that are interested in writing. It's not an exclusive group. Anyone that is into writing, specifically fantasy, hit me up, hit Jesse up. It's comprised so far of me, Jesse, Omar, Jake Ross, and Cloud, and I know I'm forgetting some people. Trevor wanted in, and also Stefan too. But so anyone that wants to, it's basically just a group of us. We're going to do like an audio podcast maybe once a month and just talk about things that we're writing. Also wanted to talk about lore in mythos, and things that books that maybe interest us in writing, and also share excerpts. Me and Mark Thomas are working on a story together, or stories together. We would share some of that, and then it's just like a kind of like a think tank, or a way for us to kind of inspire each other. I reached out to Jesse. I was kind of nervous, I didn't want to just hit him up cold, but I was like, hey man, I'm into writing. Are you want to try, or you want to? And Jesse was down for it, so that kind of encouraged me, and reached out to other people. So once a month we'll have an audio podcast, and just us talking about ideas and stories that we're working on, and just kind of get those creative juices going, and maybe there'll be some collaborations or something like that. Just thought it'd be fun. The whole creative aspect really interests me. I'd love to have maybe Jeremy involved. Maybe he can come on and and read some of his lore. I love when he does the storytelling and stuff. I sleep some, but I don't know. Just thought it would be fun. I love writing. I'm really into writing and storytelling and stuff like that. So
there are two things in this world that I like less than reading, which are toes and writing, and you've leaned into it, sir.
I have.
So congratulations.
Intentionally.
Yeah.
But you and I have
you're
things
trying to push me away.
No, you and I have things that we've got some stuff that we've planned.
Yeah, we both like movies. So there you go.
Yeah.
We could always talk movies.
And we both
Oxygen.
like you. We like you.
Oxygen is good.
Yeah, Oxygen. Yeah, Oxygen's good. We both like YouTube.
You guys have more in common than you thought. I think
I
we'll
like
get to a picture of that later on in the slideshow.
Okay. All right.
Sure.
Well,
so if anyone's interested, please hit me up. Would love to have you. It's a group chat that we're all kind of, and we're not abusing that group chat. We're kind of being radio silent. But if anyone has ideas or is into writing, specifically fantasy stuff, let me know, and we'll add you to the group chat, and we'll get this podcast started.
Hi Ass Twizzler says, if I write a short story, can I submit it to you?
Of course. Can I plagiarize it? Can I steal it? Can I Schmerberize it and make it my own?
Only if it's romantasy, Twizzler.
Yes.
So
especially
I have to say, Schmerber, I give you a lot of shit for all the different shows and things that you do, mostly because I see it as a threat to me. But
never, dude, never. I respect you, man.
But I got to tell you, I love this. And the main reason I love this is because my good friend Jesse here, a few years ago, he sent me his book to read. And I really did try. I really tried. And I just can't read, man. Like I get through like a couple lines and I am falling asleep. It's difficult. And I feel bad. And I like, and then, the stuff going on with the 4 Horsemen, they had us doing the play testing for the RPG and stuff. And they sent us like stuff to read for the RPG. And I'm like, I told Len, I was like, dude, I just can't do it, man. I can't like literally you need me to run through a brick wall for you. I will run through a brick wall. If you need me to read something and tell you what I think about it, I just, as much as I love you, I cannot do it. So I am glad that Jesse now has a group of folks that he can lean on with his book, because it does have some very interesting characters. It's got a very interesting story.
I would love to hear it.
I just can't make it through it. So
yeah.
Didn't Darla read it to you?
She started reading it to me, but we were reading it at night and I was falling asleep as she was reading. So then she was just reading it herself. And it was,
I get it. Like I've written stories and I told my wife, hey, I'll read you a chapter a night. And I read her one chapter. And she's like, that's really good. And the next night she didn't ask to hear anymore. So
knocked out.
She forgot. Yeah. She forgot and never asked. Like, what happened to that? No.
But I'm glad that you guys have this common, thing that you guys are interested in, and you guys can share with one another, because that's going to be very helpful for you. So kudos, good job, Craig.
It encourages us to write and be creative. So
absolutely, that's and one day it'll be made into a movie, and then we'll be excited to go see it.
Absolutely, for sure.
Yeah.
The start of our Inklings, Schmerbs.
Yes, Inklings.
You know what that is, right?
No.
So you want to go into Karvar, Jesse?
Well, first I want to hear what's Inklings. What is that?
Inklings was like a name that when Tolkien, I think it was Tolkien and C.S. Lewis got together, they had a group of people that they would meet up with like in a pub or a coffee house.
I didn't know that.
It was like a little like the little writing society. There was like 4 or 5 of them or something like that.
That's my thought, when we all kind of come together and form Voltron, and
you're going to be at a Starbucks together, inkling it.
Maybe.
That's cool. Very nice.
I'm not that far from Mechanicsburg, am I? 10 hours, something like that.
I don't know.
Yeah, 10 hours. That's nothing.
Yeah,
it's
no big deal.
Roll that beautiful bean footage.
Yes, let's do it.
KarvarKon. We got
junk. Look at this junk right here.
You know what the interesting thing about this table was? It was unmanned for the first hour of the show.
Well, okay. Yes, that's true. I shared a table once with Dawkin at MuskeCon, not last year, but the year before.
Yeah.
And I left him there the whole time, and I felt so bad because I'm out schmoozing and schmerbing it up, and so I apologize to him. But I did notice that if I'm at my table, nobody. But if I walk away, people come to my table. So I would kind of walk over to your table, walk over to Joe Martinez. I'd walk over, I'd see Steph's stuff, and then people would kind of congregate around my table. So,
Kevin McCoy was, the McCoys were sharing a table with us, and I was talking about how I went over there to see what you had and stuff, but I don't know where you are. I hadn't seen you. And Kevin goes, you know what we should do? We should go over to his table and take the most expensive thing off his table. And every 10 minutes that he doesn't come back, we go and take another thing.
I wouldn't know. I would not know. And the Latin Legions guys, they don't care. They're not going to
No, man.
They're not watching my stuff. They probably took my stuff.
They were getting everybody's stories about how their parents beat them up when they were kids.
Yes,
so,
absolutely.
Yeah, way to trigger me to trauma dump on you at a convention. We're supposed to be having fun.
Yeah, no, I don't know what they're doing. I don't know if they're like putting those in a short story or what they're doing, but they took everybody's story about how their parents punished them as kids. So I'm not sure what they're doing with that information though.
Well, they had the chancla, they had the sandal.
That's right. Yep.
That was like their thing. So
yeah. But they were absorbing everybody's trauma that day. So so you were set up right behind Tidy.
My man was slinging it.
Oh,
that
man.
guy
I don't know
was
if we're
busy.
going to talk about that right now, but
How about it, man?
That was the busiest goddamn table. And he would like leave. He's like, Schmerb, take over. And I'm like, okay, what do I do? What's the pricing? He's like, whatever. I mean, my man had that.
That is not a table you can just watch.
Had the stack. My man had
there's no rhyme or reason to what the pricing is.
No. It depends on you. It depends.
Yeah.
On, your.
I went through it in my haul video, but I got so much stuff. It was like 3 torsos, 4 belts, like 8 loin pieces, 8 bracers, a couple pickaxes. Like it was just a massive amount of stuff. And he's like, we'll just call it $50. And I'm
yeah.
Okay. Like that's crazy.
But I loved it because I saw people there that have never built anything. It was like the armory. Mm-hmm. Like I was telling Joe Vassapolo, I'm like, I wish that like the Horsemen could do this. I know they have the armory, which is a theme thing, but like Tidy's was just like build whatever you want, just whatever you wanted. Even my wife was over there like picking things, and I'm like, what are you doing? Get away from there. Man the table over here. What are you doing? But it was just so much fun. There was kids there. Little Drake was there. It was just awesome to see. And he was running it. It was super cool.
How'd your table do?
I did okay. I don't know if my wife is listening. I did okay.
You moved some stuff you didn't have room for or whatever.
Yeah, this is all just like stuff that I spun. What is that called when you just you get excited? Impulse. Thank you. Impulse buy, and regretted. Still trying to move that Savage Crucible figure that Eric Miller always comes by and looks at. He'll like pick it up and he'll look at it. Okay, still trying to sell this, Greg.
Trying to sell it, yeah.
Like, yeah.
You have like degrading price stickers on it to really
it gets a sticker on top of sticker on top of sticker. And
it's like the KB Toys price where they like draw a line through it and then write another price underneath of it.
Yeah, but it's fun. And just try to get rid of stuff and I gave stuff away. If there's a kid that came by, little Drake, I said, whatever you want on this table, you can have it. Not that, not that Mafex or not that, Big Arts. Anything else here? Check out this Black Series.
You gave him the pocket.
Yeah, right.
Hold there.
Son, not the Mafex, not the Mafex. But I had a good time and I was glad that my wife was able to go. And it was just fun. It was a good family thing. It was cool seeing Eric Miller with his kids and see kids coming to the show and stuff. It was cool. My friend Nick Campbell, his son, came and helped him with the table and stuff. So it was awesome.
Very, very cool.
Wholesome.
Let's see. Next we got Steph's table.
Man.
So, Steph, how was your KarvarKon experience?
It was great. I think KarvarKon it allowed me to hit a new stride. I had an opportunity to really appreciate a lot of other folks' tables. During Legion's Con, and I'm usually just, bound and just so much going on. I never really get a chance to really dig deep and go and admire some of the other, I stopped by Eric Action Figure Dude's table and saw his mythic masterpieces, stopped by, Tidy's awesome mini armory experience. I went there like 17 times, stopped by, Jess's spot. Jess was away from his table and he had this awesome female brute scale orc. And I waited for him to come back and he just never came back. Yeah, I'm like, I want to know. I want to know how you did this. This is awesome. So and then stop by you Curtis and Darla and
falling goats.
And it was just great. So I had my setup, but I was at everyone else's table more than I was at my table. Yes, that's her.
Oh, I
smoking
love it.
hot. Smoking hot.
Send that to Gregory Schmerber, 729 West Walnut
She's
Street.
with 2 C's.
We'll come back to her, but yeah,
Love her.
Beautiful.
Love her. But yeah, it was definitely a great show. Had a good time.
You had some awesome stuff, man.
Awesome.
I was kind of kicking myself for not buying one of those mounts afterwards because that was super cool looking. But this throne that you got in the middle, I'm so excited to paint that thing. I can't even tell you. Yeah, Schmerber's been teasing me because he picked up one of the mounts. And
there's more pictures, great. Curtis.
Thank you, Steph.
Look at that.
Beautiful.
My pleasure.
That's crazy.
The detail is insane. Everyone, Steph, you bring these Allegiance Con? Everyone buy these. Everyone buy one. Incredible.
Yeah.
Sorry.
Yeah,
no, you're fine.
My son is getting older, so I'm having more time to really hunker down and come up with some new stuff and really push some cool stuff out. So this is probably just tip of the iceberg. There's so much more that I have to show you guys too. So stay tuned.
Those trees looked great too.
Yeah.
If anyone wants to, you can kind of, maybe, if you don't get them from me, you can find the treetops, the shrubbery and the leaves on AliExpress for pretty cheap. They sell it by the bundle. If you want to just set up your diorama scenes or just have some little vegetation hanging around, they're very easy to find on Ali. So if you want, I can send you guys the link and you can check it out. But yeah, just to really set the environments. I love world building with our mythic and just toy collection in general. So those trees really help me envision more new characters and it propagated into just more creation. So I did the trees first and you can't just have a tree. You need, somewhere to sit. Oh, have some tree stumps. Man, that's a little too barbaric. How about I make a nice little throne for the elven queens and
amazing
kings. So it's a snowball for me.
And it came out great, man. It looks so freaking good. I love it.
Everything at that table was eye candy. He had an Elric sculpt. And was he on that mount too, or was he?
Yeah, he's right there.
He's right there. Yeah.
Just,
hey, it's Elric. Cool.
Yeah, I mean, just eye candy. I mean, Steph. Steph. Every table, every time he's got a table, you got to go by. But man, it was just bursting at the seams with good stuff.
I can't change the slides, but there's pictures of the stuff on his table.
I think it is this one.
Look at that. Look at that, guys. I mean, just ridiculous talent, man. Ridiculous talent. Look at that.
Oh, yeah. And then that thing was crazy, too. Both of those, the big guy in the back there, and then that hand thrown is like that's freaking wild.
We're making hand thrones and hands now.
The hand throne was funny because that's how I hold like new figures sometimes. So I just like, well, he's sitting, nice and comfortable in my hand. What if I made that in 3D form? So that's where that came from.
It looks awesome.
Thanks,
your hand is a lot rougher looking than I remember.
You need some rose milk on those hands, man.
I know, right? Little moisturizer.
Had some boats, obviously.
These boats, man. They're so whimsical and cool.
Yeah, these are the new ones.
These are incredible, man.
And then that guy. Yeah.
The Night Golem. Yeah, that one I had at Legion's Con. And it's so big. I just have really no idea what to do with it besides just leave it on the table, and that's where it was. Freaky, yeah, for sure, man. Funny story about Freaky. Um, we're setting up the day before. I'd gotten there, and this gentleman was sitting at Freaky's spot. Freaky was probably away finished setting up, and I ran over and I gave him a hug because I thought it was Jesse.
That's funny.
This Jesse up here?
Yeah, and then he turns around and like, oh, that's not Jesse. Oh no! So
you just hugged some rando.
Yeah, it was Freaky's friend. He was helping him at the table.
He's like, man, these people are so welcoming,
right?
I'm like, and I played it off. I'm like, yeah, I'm DTour Kustoms, Steph. Nice to meet you. And I'm like, damn, what if he wasn't nice? And he was like, hey, dude, stranger, why are you hugging up on me? Back up for it, So it could have went real south for me if it hadn't been such a great environment to be in and everybody was kind of just welcoming and warm. So
meanwhile, shout out where the hell's my hug? Yeah, Jesse got his hug stolen.
I know, right? Love you, Brian.
I got one later.
Awesome. Yeah, I mean, Freak had a great table set up too, especially for his first time.
He's such a cool dude. That dude is so
I
cool.
love Freaks. Yeah, him and his buddy were both cool, but yeah, I was excited to see him, and just his table setup was really, really good though. Had a couple questions here. Omar says, are you gonna have more boats at Legion's Con?
Oh yeah, so I'm actually updating the site tonight, so a bunch of new stuff is going to be online tomorrow morning. So keep an eye out. These thrones too. Gonna throw them up there.
Kempop is asking how you're designing these things. Are you ZBrush on these?
Yes, so it's ZBrush. I've been using ZBrush since 2021. I started off with a program called Mesh Mixture, tried Blender, and then I just went full tilt, invested into ZBrush. And started making stuff. Funny enough, I'm very unorthodox in how I make my my designs. Like for instance, this wooden throne. That's a 100% freestyle using what's called a snake hook brush. So what it does, this is probably gonna sound a little too technical. So let's say you start off with a sphere. This snake hook brush extracts this determined length of topology, and it kind of looks like a snake tail. So I just kind of just went nuts, turned on the symmetry, went to town, and I kind of ended up with that throne.
It's freaking cool. I know that.
Thanks,
That's insane. You're a wizard, dude.
I was just gonna say, it looks like a wizard sculpted the throat, like used magic to make the branches and roots grow together.
I did want to pull this up from Brian. He said, when thinking of the great community creators in our community, I wanted to reach out to be at KarvarKon. DTour was at the top of the list.
Thanks, brother.
I kind of figured that he had a priority list because Darla got a call, and then it was like 2 months later until I got one. So,
I mean, you guys are together. I mean,
no, he specifically asked her, and then
she could just look over pillow talk.
And then it was like, oh, by the way, you can come too.
This
Curtis,
is a family show, not where you make a family show.
No pillow talk. Okay, I'm sorry.
It was like, if you want to come, I guess you can come as well. But
if you must.
Yeah, but we really just wanted Darla's capes. So
don't disturb the neighbors.
Speaking of which, the next slide is my table. Which, you got the capes there and all the figures with the capes on it. And we did go with the candy. We took the I think it was one of the conversations we were having in the customizing studio that somebody said that I guess LeBron had some candy a couple years ago and people kept going back to his table just for the candy. So we're like, all right, we're going to put some candy out. We'll see how it goes. And it really was just the Lynn's kids were eating the candy. That was about it. So that was about all. But no, it was a good time. We've got over to the side there. We had Tanya and Kevin with us as well. But we had it was, I say this in my haul video, but like our hope going in was that we would make enough to pay for the table and hopefully the hotel room. But we paid for gas, we paid for food, we paid for my purchases that I made. Right. So it was wildly successful.
It's a really good show.
So, yeah. He says priorities.
Yeah. I almost broke my ankle running to your
We know
table,
that
man.
Darla's the most popular Ackerman. That's not even a question.
I mean, she's so wonderful and sweet and nice and
not
friendly and talented.
And so is Curtis at conventions.
I guess.
Right? Yeah. Curtis, yeah, for sure.
And I didn't realize that I got her in the picture here talking to Heinrich in the background. So
I was wondering who Heinrich was talking to.
Yeah, that's Darla back there.
Talking to Trevor.
So
Trevor's walking away. It looks like he's.
That's Nate.
Okay. Okay.
I can see the confusion.
One of those guys. One of those.
And then we had Jesse's big giant, like 2 or 3 tables set up. Really cool though.
My wife was in awe when she saw this, like the plants and the foliage. She was like, "This is awesome." Is that Nate again back there?
I don't think so.
No,
is it?
I mean, no,
it's
not. I see tattoos on his legs. I don't think Nate has.
I mean, I don't know. Maybe he does.
But Jesse, I know I was interested in your mystery boxes. It sounds like not a lot of those sold, but I thought that was cool. And then you had your new kind of D&D format stuff. If you want, I don't know if you want to talk about that stuff.
Yeah. Let's see if I can. I was trying to advance through the slides and I couldn't do it. It kept like skipping back to the slide we were on.
Let me see. I think I've got it. 49.
I love those shelves too, Jesse. Those shelves are awesome.
I think Len sent me a link to those a couple years ago when he started getting them or sometime last year for Wolf King stuff. Or no, Dirk did. Dirk
Is that like an Amazon thing or?
Yeah, it's an Amazon thing. They're like they'll go between like $45 to $60.
Yeah,
and they have like different sizes. There's different colors. But they're collapsible. They're really easy, sturdy. They're metal, so like my magnetic lights hang out under there. Yeah, they're pretty good. As far as the mystery boxes, I'll have those at Legion's Con. It's 2 heads and a weapon. It's either like a dagger or like a club that goes on the fist. And they're all from Rogue. I think it's Rogue Printing Studios. My buddy Tyler had the Patreon for a while, and he sold them to me before he had to get off the Patreon because he was doing them at shows and they just weren't. The shows he was going to weren't picking up, but so I was like, I'll buy them off you. So which one were you asking? Someone said something about which one?
I was talking about the mystery boxes. And then I mentioned your D&D stuff that you were doing.
Yeah. So that's this picture. So in the bottom corner or the bottom center of the picture, there might be a picture of it. I think it's the next one. Yeah. So that's a 24 by 36, like 1x1 square, like standard RPG game, like erasable mat. And I put a piece of sheet metal under it, put it in a picture frame with some foam behind it. So it would be, supported. And all those dial pieces have magnets in the bottom. So you can put them on the table, and it's got a little bit of weight. So it holds. So my concept was this thing called Dicey Encounters to go with the Mythic Legion's Mythic Encounters in the game, where if you've watched, the stuff about the Mythic RPG or any of the playtest stuff that we were able to put out, or, came to any of the show that the trial runs last year at Legion's Con, the Mythic Encounters are where you basically zoom in on a boss fight and you use your figures instead of the little miniatures, and you play on 4x4 grid instead of 1x1. So you would I didn't figure out how to mark the map yet, but you would just do 4 squares to equal 1 square this size, if that makes sense. And, that way you could just use this. You could do dry erase, but the terrain is just to add a little bit of stuff. Like, the big log back there is, if you've got your ranger or your rogue is doing, ranged attacks, they can duck behind there, and then they've got the cover to where the people coming through the door can't see them. So you got your line of sight and stuff. I'm going to try to make a couple bigger maps, but, the concept is the Dicey Encounters is a set of like 4 to 6 figures as an encounter. So, your hero characters would be all whatever you and your DM make up, but this would be like an instant encounter pack for your DM. So this particular one shown here is, the 5 skeletal or undead characters. So they'd be themed, and there'd be like a little encounter written up with a stat block, currently based off D&D 5e, since we don't have the official Mythic stuff in place yet, but and it comes with a set of dice and, like I said, a little stat sheet for each of the different characters. So if it's all skeletons, they all have the same stat block, unless there's one that has something extra to it or something. Like a commander might have a higher difficulty challenge or something, but that's the concept. So it'd be a little bundle of, like I said, 4 to 6 figures. Some of them that I'm going to be working on have like mounts or monsters with them, as well as just the things. And it's just ready to go bundle for an encounter.
Very cool.
Very cool.
Let me go back.
And they come with some dio pieces. There'd be dio pieces with the figures as well. Or terrain pieces, not dio pieces.
Got some pictures from the con. So I did a shitty job of doing I did not get any pictures.
Really? What's wrong with you?
I got a picture of my table, and we had G took a picture of Blake and I with our Toy Hammer shirts so we could send it to Wraith, but I did not do a good job of pictures. But apparently Schmerber does a good job. So
I mean,
yeah,
I love my friends. I like to capture that moment.
William doesn't need a name and badge either. Everybody knows William. So
gentleman, yes, he's the greatest. Love that guy,
man, Billy,
and my boy Matt Van Fossen right there, man of Ohio.
The Ohio people were coming out in force for sure.
They were.
Yes,
they were.
All the Ohio people were there.
They were strong.
Look at that.
I mean, who's that guy right there? Dirk. I mean, there for just a little while.
he blew in, blew out, but it was
Dirk
good to see
there?
him. So,
yeah, just
briefly on Friday.
He was gone before you got there. Yeah,
that's insane.
Because you guys got in late because of what was it, like weather and traffic and stuff.
Yeah, there was a deluge out there on the way to Ohio. It must have rained in 17 different places, and socks were soaked.
Crazy. Yeah, socks. If you wear socks,
wear socks.
Man.
Yeah.
Why were your socks out in the rain on the drive?
That's how wet it was.
Speaking of the drive, I'll take these pictures down for a second. I heard that you got yelled at by Trevor. This is what Jay tells me.
I wouldn't say yelled. However, when you're in the car with your compatriots, music selection is a point of contention sometimes. So you try to be civil and you try to accommodate.
But,
depends on who's driving the car and whose car is it.
Right.
I've always been under the understanding that whoever is behind the wheel, that person controls the music.
Right.
That's my rule. And if you like, if somebody else wants to drive, more power to you. Then you can control the music. But if I'm driving, it's my music. But go ahead.
So I listen to everything. So this particular stretch of the
scolded. That's worse.
Scolded.
That's even worse.
I played the
Get off my lawn.
I played the Smiths, and in Trevor's defense,
kind of depressing.
Yes, exactly. After a couple songs, it's like I don't want to take you out tonight. I don't want to die by a double-decker bus. But I get it. But I like the Smiths. But it was not well received after a few songs by Trevor. So
wow. 7 is too long.
Yes, exactly. Yeah.
Trevor's wanting to
Aren't
drive
they like
off
6 minutes long each?
Well, the saying the names of the songs themselves can take some wind out of you too. So there's that.
Yeah.
I would say, Steph, just know your audience. Know your. I mean.
Yes.
Trevor. Me and him, we're kind of old dogs, and play some Glenn Campbell or some old tunes, and he'd probably be okay.
It seems like we got a lot of people agreeing that whoever's behind the wheel, that's the person that controls the music. So
you want to be courteous. You want to be courteous of others.
Of course.
But I mean.
So here's my thing. I've got some different playlists on Spotify, right? And I will just play those playlists. And so I usually start off with soft rock. But if I'm starting to get a little tired, the drive's getting a little, then I got to crank it up a little bit. I got to throw in some metal, got to throw in something like that. If I start getting bored, I may end up throwing in some like K-pop or some boy band stuff. And I was doing that on a work trip once. Like we were carpooling. It was me, couple of my coworkers and my boss, and I was driving, and they were all asleep. Like we were coming back from Iowa, and once my boy band playlist hit, and everybody was asleep, and all of a sudden my boss like sits up and he goes, "Are you seriously listening to boy bands?" I'm like, "Fuck yeah, I am. You got a problem? You want to drive? You can choose whatever song you want."
That's right.
It's gonna be me.
That's exactly where it was too.
Yeah,
I was on NSYNC at the time. So yeah. Let's see. Trevor says we played John Denver as soon as we hit West Virginia.
Yes.
Oh yeah,
yes.
That's what I'm talking about.
This actually goes back to KarvarKon. So it was Trevor, John Doneth. We were road tripping and said, West Virginia's coming up, man. We should
almost
play a little.
heaven.
Yeah, you should play a little John. Yeah, exactly. So as soon as I saw the
all
sign,
of you would have hated my car.
Yeah, if John Denver came on, I would jump out of the car. I'm just letting you know, like I would be bailing.
John Denver's greatest hits, man.
But it's just that song,
Curtis.
when you're rolling through the hills and you see the scenery and the light is filtering from the clouds.
Yeah, man.
It's like, we made it, guys.
This guy right here.
We made it.
I'm rolling with you, Steph.
Omar says, Steph, you should have told Trevor I'm a human. I need to be loved.
Yeah.
I am human and I need to be
and
loved.
I haven't got a thread to wear tonight.
So we there's the in Big Lebowski where he's getting the ride in the taxi and the Eagles are playing and he says, it's been a long day and I hate the fucking Eagles, man. Like
who said that?
To change it.
Who said that?
Big Lebowski in the movie.
Oh, okay. I was like, what?
So and we, I love the Big Lebowski. So like I've got that soft rock playlist that's what I'm listening to most of the drive to Legion's Con, KarvarKon, whatever. And it's probably got, I don't know, 15 different Eagles songs on it. And every fucking time one of them comes on, either myself or Darla, we turn to the other one and say, it's been a long day and I hate the fucking Eagles, man. And then we proceed to sing the entire song. So, but yeah. Okay. Well, yeah, I heard from Jay that you got scolded. So
I looked in the rearview mirror and Trevor's eyes is like beaming.
Jay was telling us this story today, and he's like, I thought Trevor was asleep, and all of a sudden he's just like, that's enough fucking Morrissey. So all right,
that's funny. Too funny.
Hey, if anybody came by my table at the show, they heard my car playlist.
Yeah,
it was jamming over there.
I didn't notice.
This was fun. So. This was right when I got there, and Jackie was there, and Jen, Lucky Sprinkles, and Devin, and it was great to see these guys right when I got there. Yep. Super cool.
Who we got in the back? Is that Frank in the back?
Yeah, Frank. I don't know.
He's like, fuck you guys. I'm not taking a picture with you.
Yeah, he was not feeling it. I guess
Frank hates Mondays.
Need to sit down. Yeah.
Sounds like somebody's got a case of the Mondays.
Yeah.
All right. Then you got a picture with the lens.
Look at these beautiful people right here, man. Look at these guys. I was so proud of them. I've said it many times, but man, I mean, so proud of those two and the amazing show that they achieved. Ever since Brian was first talking about it in Legion's chat and all that, and hearing his nerves and having him on the show and just talking to him, and I'm like, you got this, dude. I mean, you guys are the best people, and if you're having a show, people are gonna show up. And he's like, I don't know, but I'm like, dude, it's happening. So I'm so grateful that people showed up, that the community surrounded him, and we had a great freaking show, dude.
I mean, even if it was just like if there were no attendees, if it was just the vendors, it still would have been a great time.
Yeah.
I thought it was going to be a lot of the vendors kind of trading and buying from each other, but I think he said they got like 175 people through the door, which is great. It was busy. Like, I think up until like the last 2 hours of the show were a little slow. Like it was pretty much dead by the last 2 hours.
Right.
But up until then, like there was a good steady amount. Like it wasn't like Legion's Con where people are like waiting in line to get to your table.
Right.
But it was a steady flow of people throughout the whole thing. So
yeah, it was great. And Mr. C, I mean, I don't know if you guys are queuing up talking about him, but Mark Cantrell, Mr. C, man, I feel bad because his table is kind of way out, like out towards the end of the, but his stuff is just top tier. He works so hard on that stuff all year, and this guy is not really part of the community, and just to see that like people were embracing him and just seeing what a great guy he is. He was on Legion Ladies the other night, and it's just such a nice guy and super talented, and his stuff is just incredible.
In my haul video, I said it was like the community wrapped around him like a warm blanket.
Yes,
you know, and it was just
that made me happy that he was, you know,
it was something to see. Like, you know, it was cool for him to sell out of all the stuff that he brought, which was awesome. But just to see him to be able to hang out and have those like he was sitting at the table with us, and like he was so proper and nice the whole time, and then he goes, I watch you motherfuckers all the time.
Right.
I was like, whoa, wait a minute, where did this guy come from? Like,
he had a notebook of like people's names.
He dropped an MFer just out of nowhere, and I'm like, all right, this guy's one of us.
Right? Yeah.
I was afraid at first. I saw him whip out the notebook and like cross my name. I'm like, whoa,
right.
What's about to happen here?
Yeah, what's happening here? But no, I mean, it was just awesome to see. Sorry, Jesse, go ahead. I mean, this is your show.
That's not what the notebook was for. That was not his. It was.
I was just gonna say, can maybe not use the analogy of like a warm blanket in the middle of fucking July,
right?
Because that just makes me feel.
It was
more
cool to see him be embraced by everybody. The one thing that if he's listening out there, if he watches a sort of replay or something, like don't make this stressful. Like. It's you gotta keep it fun, man. You got to do the things that you want to do at the pace that you want to do it at. And if that means you bring 5 items, great. If it means you bring 50, that's fine too. Like whatever, but don't work yourself to the point where it's not fun. So
I think he had the pressure of like being the first time he's bringing stuff for an audience of people that he doesn't really know. You know, it's kind of a vulnerable thing for him. So I get it, but
well, I mean, there was some pressure on him because, like, you know, Brian did have him as kind of like a headliner type person, like, you know what I'm saying, like he was one of the big attractions to come to KarvarKon. It was like, this is going to be Mr. C's first time being there and having stuff. So I could see that there was some pressure on him, but you know, you just can't. Yeah, you still got to have some fun. Like he was telling us, we were sitting at the table, and he's like, yeah, there were some nights where I just wanted to play a video game for 30 minutes, and I was like, I felt like I couldn't, because if I did that, then there was going to be another piece I wasn't going to get done. It's like you can't do that, man. Like if there's something that you want to do, like you still got to live your life and enjoy it. So hopefully he you know, kind of takes that lesson and goes back with that. But you know, it was great to see him sell it, and his stuff looked phenomenal.
Man,
the prices of that stuff was great.
Insane.
I mean, I've seen you know, similar size dios and stuff go for 3-4 times as much as what he was selling them for. Yeah, it was pretty impressive. So
yeah, I just want to shout out to him
for sure. There's me with Trevor and Tanya. I did not get a kiss from Trevor. We agreed that was going to remain a Legions Con exclusive.
Okay.
We got to build up the sexual tension throughout the year.
He looks like he's thinking about it though.
I took the picture and I told him, smile, dude, smile. This is like the 3rd picture that I took of him. Maybe he was still in that Morrissey mode where he was.
No, I think that was on the way back, wasn't it? Did you get yelled at on the way there or the way back?
It was on the way back. So
okay, gotcha.
It's pre-Morrissey.
So he came in as I went to give him a hug. He's like, no kiss, and I'm like, all right, man, all right, but you could still give me a hug. He's like, all right, hug is fine.
Squeeze a butt cheek or something.
Yeah. So there you go. Let's see. We got the deer, of course, right?
Oh my God, that deer! Oh,
everybody's favorite picture.
So great seeing Noah too, man. I did not expect Noah Pratt to make that trip, but I love that dude.
Noah's the man.
Noah's awesome.
He's the man for sure.
Very cool.
Sorry that I'm in each one of these pictures. Jesse, you should have
you're
phased
fine.
out.
Hey, you sent them. I threw them in. Yeah.
I got
why not? It's
this picture of Thomas Belay. His Crocs, they're like Knight's armor Crocs, and I had to get a body picture of like him wearing these things. Even my wife across the building, she's like, "What is that guy wearing?" I'm like, "Those are like night Crocs. Those are the."
And it was like layered armor too,
right?
Like,
Yeah,
it was,
there's like plating, armor plating.
Yep.
Only Thomas Belay could be that. There's probably wheelies on those Crocs too. We don't know.
Oh, as a sidebar for our boy Tom, he has a really big weekend coming up. So this coming weekend, he's not tying the knot for the first time, but it's more of a ceremony for him and his wife. So
very cool.
Definitely pinging him, sending your warm thoughts and well wishes.
Absolutely.
Huge move. Love that guy.
Which she impressed me because they were right behind us. Their table was right behind mine and Darla's, and she came over. She was talking to Darla and talking to Tanya. And she's like, "Oh, it's so nice to put like faces with names and stuff." She's like, "I see all these people on YouTube all the time." She goes, "Except for Curtis, we always turn the TV off when he's on." And I was like, "What the fuck?" like I just caught a stray out of nowhere, and I'm like, okay.
I caught the stray on that one because that means they don't watch this.
I'm like, this lady fits with us. Like, this is cool. So she was right in with the group with that kind of humor. But yeah, they had a great table. I love their puzzles that they had. They looked great. And the prints and stuff. So yeah, cool stuff.
Real quick, we got a super chat from Articulated Times 1999. Thank you very much.
What a booth, man.
KarvarKon was fantastic time. Great seeing everyone at the show. Already looking forward to next year. Absolutely.
And I think I'm going to see Steve next Sunday because he is out here in St. Charles. He travels all over. He goes to all these different places around, and he's in my neck of the woods next Sunday. So I'll get to see him again next week.
He's a hardworking man right there.
Yes, sir.
Jesse, did you have something else?
Did I?
Oh, no. It looked like you were going to say something.
Oh, no. No.
Okay. And then we got Noah and David there with Schmerb. So I know David was happy to not have a table and just be able to kind of do the con experience and float around. Yeah. So let's see. Got some more. He got the cute couple there. So how was it for you guys as a couple doing the KarvarKon thing?
Me and Tony. You talking about me?
No,
and Tony
I'm not talking about you and Tony.
Me and Twizzler.
Nope, wasn't talking about high ass either, or whoever that is in the background.
I mean,
towering over you guys.
Yeah, my wife, she had a good time. I told her that if you go with me to the con, we'll go antiquing to thrift stores after the next day. But I had a lot of bins, and I had a couple of dios from Mr. C for Omar, for me, for my buddy Herb. So she had inches. She didn't have a lot of room to for antiques.
Like,
so
we can go antiquing, but you just can't buy anything.
Yeah, you can maybe a tablecloth or a brooch, something
thimble.
Yeah, thimble, something, like a picture, something that you could carry with you on your person.
One of those spoons that has like the name of the state on it.
A little baby spoon. Yeah. Like a bird bone kind of picture or something. But thankfully, I asked Kirby, "Hey, can you mule some of my stuff back?" And he did. So thank you. Shout out to Kirby for doing that because there was no.
We got to remember to talk about KarvarKon.
Yes, KarvarKon, absolutely. Yeah. So she had a great time. There was a bathtub in the hotel, which no one has mentioned yet, and it was great.
Darla was super excited because she had read that like half of the rooms had the bathtub and half didn't. She was like praying that ours had the bathtub, and it did, and she was super excited about that. So
I didn't have a chance. I mean, I took a shower and I'm like kind of slipping. Was the floor slippery for you, or maybe that was just
it wasn't for me. I was fine, but yeah.
I should shower with my flip flops on, but
maybe that's it.
Blake, what raw charisma does Blake and Mike here?
Yeah,
both of these guys. So I picked up another scapular, and
apparently Mike did too.
That's the one that I said, "Hey, can you sign it?" And it was like he's been asked this a million times already. He's like, "Oh, sure," and he just wrote Casper, and that's it, and just handed it back. Like many people have asked him. And maybe they have. I don't know. But guys, get your scapular version too, because it's disappearing. Like it's nowhere anymore.
Going fast.
It's going fast. Wow. Probably the best figure. Jeremy Gerard's favorite figure of all. So
yeah, it was good seeing. I mean, obviously we knew Mike was going to be there, Ohio boy, but Blake was kind of a last minute.
Yeah,
he was able to work some things out to go visit his family in Chicago and then drive down. So it was awesome seeing Blake. And I'll see him again in 40 minutes when we do Toy Hammer After Dark.
Awesome.
So,
oh yeah.
For any of you Warhammer fans. So got some more folks here. Look at that.
Got my boy,
look at the toes
Matt,
are out in this one.
Matt Berdino. We got Coda.
And the toes.
And the toes. Yeah, there you go. Toe shot. And then everyone knows Brad. Brad's what a nice guy, man.
Brad's awesome.
He's so great. Like,
great dude.
You know, I've said it a million times, but their strength as a company, obviously they have very talented people, but I just think they hire like really good people, like good-hearted, genuine people, right? Like there's so many people at that studio that you could just sit and have a conversation with for like a couple. So I went over, I had picked up these weapons from Jay. I'll just embiggen myself real quick. Picked up these weapons from Jay to put on this Scaphoid 2, which the light's not going to hit it well enough, but it's got like this sparkly green on it, and they're phenomenal. So I brought these over to talk to Joe Vassapolo and just show him because I thought it was cool. I wanted to show that paint job that Jay did. And I told Darla, I was like, hey, I'm going to go talk to Joe Vassapolo for a second. I'll be right back. So I go over there, but Joe's like talking to a guy. And so I sit down and talk to Brad. And then I got done. I ended up talking to Brad for like over an hour. And then Darla comes over and she's like, you're going to be right back, huh? I was like, I'm sorry. I got talking to Brad.
Yeah, my wife came in looking for me too. I get it.
So did my. Oh wait, no, it didn't.
Oh wow! Look at this sword that
Jay's so good, right?
Steph has crafted, but painted by Jay. I mean, look at this sword. Hey, can I get in bigged? Come on,
yeah. Let me.
Does it only work for you?
No, or? I can do it. Unlike Mark, I can do it and still bring us back to the normal show.
Right. Look at this. I mean, Steph made this, but I mean, just freaking gorgeous.
Yeah, Jay's a monster.
Jay painted it, and it's not doing justice. But man, I mean,
we were talking about this on the customizing studio today. Like he needs to do more of that, like shields, weapons, things like that, because his paint job on just like an accessory like that completely changes the figure.
Insane.
Yeah,
I messaged him at like 2 a.m. I'm like, I really want that. I'm sorry, I want it. I need it.
So good. Got some more here. Got Walter.
Mm-hmm.
I noticed you didn't show the toe picture here with Walter.
I kept looking at his stub toe. Did you guys look at his stub toe?
I was actively avoiding any.
I kept
toe
like my eye,
not just for Walter, but for anybody. I was trying to avoid all toe looking.
It's like cleavage, like cleavage. You'll kind of like steal a look. You'll kind of like, like with the eyes, like ninja eyes, kind of like quick. And I just kept looking. It was like a nub. It was like
Walter's missing toe was like cleavage. There you go, folks.
I kept looking at it, guys.
If anybody had that on their bingo card for the night, please mark that off.
I think we just learned something about Schmerber.
Yes. Then we got the Hoffmans. Got the Hoffmans there.
Great seeing Anna. She's a wonderful lady. Love my boy Heinrich. Heinrich was so happy, man. He was at the bar.
Heinrich was having a good weekend.
Wife went to bed early, like my wife, and like that's when he started tipping the drinks and just having a great old time.
I've never seen Heinrich sauced up before, but he was feeling pretty good. He was feeling loose.
It was so good,
yeah.
I had a blast. I had a manager once one time. He would say lubed up. And that's what Heinrich was very lubed
and ready. It was great. That whole pub, that pub was just banging, dude. Like it was so loud
and
in there.
The food was good.
Burger, man. We got Joe over here.
in the lobby. I think this is the morning everybody's leaving, right? Like this is Joe was getting ready to walk out the door.
I like that arm on his. I like your hand on his arm. That's like a Olin Mills kind of picture where you like put the.
You should be looking up off the other direction.
Right? Yeah, like kind of off, but like just that hand on the. It's
very supportive.
So sweet.
Yeah.
So sweet. And then Trevor's is finally smiling, was trying to talk me to designing an urn for myself.
This is true. Heinrich was drinking and was trying to talk Trevor into designing an urn for himself for when he dies.
I like that. I did not hear that conversation. I did not hear that one.
Yeah, he was talking to them about 3D printed urning, so that you don't have to pay for big expensive caskets.
Oh
and
my god,
so.
Heinrich, you make me laugh, dude.
Trevor's like, I'm not that fucking old,
right? Mount Rushmore nerds right there, right?
That's good.
Oh my gosh.
Let's see.
What a great
shot of Tidy's table, which was busy the whole time.
Dude, I mean, it was
just
hopping. You got Maverick right there. You got what's that guy's name? Matt or Ryan?
You got Brian Borgman.
Brian, sorry.
Brian Borgman there.
Did you guys see Maverick's 1/1 scale
Armogen or whatever it was?
Yeah. His armor.
Yeah,
that's the God's fire suit that he made.
Pretty cool.
Super cool.
Yeah, very cool. Let's see what else we got here. Got some of the they got the community projects, so people were doing their community stuff.
I ended up with mine. That amazing. Thank you, Curtis.
Look at that.
I love you, buddy. Thank you very much for this.
That looks
wonderful art.
You are welcome. That is that took everything out of me to do that. So like it got down to the show before KarvarKon, the shooting the Shelve, and I felt so guilty that I had not done a community project. And Jesse rolled for me the episode 203.
Nice,
Jesse rolled for me.
Nice.
And let me big him. And I was like,
that's rad.
When he rolled and it was Sons of the Red Star, a Templar elf, I'm like, all right, I'm going to do like a disgraced Templar and I'm going to do him like bloody and dirty and muddy. And that is not my aesthetic. Like I'm usually like crisp, clean lines, nice and perfect. And looks like they've never been in battle. Like I like the really pretty stuff. And so with this, I'm like slopping mud and blood on there and stuff, and threw an intestine on the mace. And it was, it was not my thing. And so by the time I was done, I was like, I feel just dirty. I feel dirty.
Well, I'm happy to own it. I now have a Curtis Ackerman custom. So thank you.
There you go. And then there's Eric with the robot there from the Cosmic Wave.
Yeah, they had
three of those figures on display.
And there'll probably be a couple more of those pictures next.
Yep.
There you go.
Look at that. Look at those eyes on the skeleton.
I'm glad that I contributed to all of the slides on the show.
You did a good job. We didn't do shit for pictures.
I Jesse.
Look, I spent so many years taking photographs on like my youth group mission trips and like my trips to other places that I'm not allowed to mention on the show anymore.
Right now. I'm hearing excuses.
And like, so I just try to live in the moment and absorb the moments in my mind.
Still excuses. I hear just excuse.
So what do we got here?
Your phone has a camera.
I was told these were just random things that Sherry and Cameron or other people in the studio just happened to paint to have fun and flex their skills.
I think
that's what I was told to
read into.
But then
actually, you're the one that told me that, Curtis, because you were. I must have come up while you were having your hour-long conversation with Brad
Schmerber.
I heard that. I think Joe said that it's something that they're going to start doing. It's kind of like a fun thing where people from the studio will make something and then they'll bring it to the shows. And just like a fun.
Do we believe that story?
I mean,
absolutely not.
I buy it. I mean, Joe. I mean, if Joe V says it, I believe Joe V. He's not a marketer. He's not a salesman. Joe V is solid, man. I believe that.
That's the story that I was told, but
one at a time, guys. One at a time. I'd rather hear Jesse. Go ahead, Jesse. I pick you.
Schmerber running the show.
IshCon 2 years ago, the studio, the party line was when the Green Knight Armory Knights went out was, we don't know what those are.
Right.
Where did those come from?
Right.
Yeah.
But here they said who made them, who worked on it. You know what I mean? It's not like,
Yeah,
but
I
there's
feel
nothing new
like
there.
this is
I
a
mean, there's
diversion
nothing new.
tactic.
Well,
Yeah.
because they can't use that same bit every year.
Yeah.
But there's nothing new here. So, I mean,
Yes, there is. Look at
What?
that goblin head. His goblin, the plates have been pulled off the armor or the helmet, and the ears from the armored Gonk's head have been put in because it's the same key.
Nice detail. I didn't
Okay.
catch that one. Nice.
Okay. Calm down, Jesse. Calm down. Okay.
I feel like this is a nod to the Armory experience. I don't think
that would be great.
There's some people that have talked about a dwarf goblin Armory experience. I don't think it's that. I think that dwarf and goblin parts might be included, but it's not going to be just dwarf and goblin. I think, because these builds are both 1.0 compatible, you could do a 1.0 Armory, include some, shorter parts to where you could make a dwarf or a goblin, or you can make a female, or you can make a, whatever. So, but yeah, I feel like the whole, this is just stuff that they're painting that we're going to bring to shows. I think I call bullshit. So,
okay.
But
I mean,
we'll
it could be. It could be.
We'll see.
Yeah, we'll find out.
I really like the colors on that horn. The goblin horns.
I do too.
It doesn't show up in
like
this
a
picture, Bill,
cartoon or
because I blew it up. But it like goes from like black into a blue up the tip. I thought that was kind of fun.
Some master painters,
just the tip. And then we saw these are Steph's stuff.
Beautiful.
These are capes from Darla. So this is what we had.
Beautiful. Masterful.
This one,
this
cape here on the Arazak is like, this has been renamed now the J cape. So this is for J Low Fidelity. Okay. It works perfectly with the stuff that he does. I think we're talking about getting him some more of these, but yeah, she's renamed this already the J cape. So, and then that was the kind of the KarvarKon one there with the fur on it.
Gorgeous.
Yep.
Masterful.
And then we saw the Jesse table stuff.
Real quick.
Yeah.
The female orc. This ties back to Schmerb's literary legions. So the torso and the head, I believe, were from Dusk Till Dawn, was where I got those from. The rest of it's Tharnog build with just some tweaks to the belt and everything, and then some soft good materials I had. And but she is going to be the main character of the first mythic story, Mythic Legion story I write.
Where did the torso come from?
Dusk Till Dawn, I believe.
Oh, okay. Gotcha.
Okay, that's
and then
we'll talk on that. Let's talk about that, Jesse, this week.
I really liked this Templar that Jesse did, the Mercurian Templar, where he did the white and red fin on that.
Yeah, that was awesome.
Yeah, I love that pose too.
That looks cool. And I really liked this guy here with the Immortal Collection shield. That looked cool. Yeah,
he was fun.
What do we got here with Mark? This is the one that you made for him, right?
This was a commission. He gave me a Mephitor last year to customize for him because he wanted a fuzz monk, and he was in the Marines. So I talked to Blake, and I was like, "Hey, I was thinking about some ideas." When he's like, "Do dress blues," and he told me what colors. I found some pictures, and he wanted the fuzz monk's head to resemble his pug Molly. So in this picture, though, I totally forgot about it when he asked me about it, but Euro Legions had just announced all their like animal heads, and I saw that at Legions Con. So there's a pug head that he had sent me some pictures of his dog, and I used those to reference. So I did like the dress blues, the belt, and I just got to give it to him yesterday.
That's incredible.
Awesome.
And he was really happy with it. And, I did the little black smudge on the middle of the forehead is on his actual dog's fur. So I don't know if Mark's still watching or not, but he seemed really happy. And he said I could show these off. And the sword was from a D13. I just thought looked like a mythic version of the Marine saber. And yeah, so there it is with the pug head.
Nice. Great job, man.
That's incredible, dude.
Oh, and that was yesterday. After we went to Uncle Bob's. G is at the end of the table. I didn't angle the phone. I couldn't get the phone quite right to see everybody. But that was all of us at the Coop, my favorite little Korean barbecue place
Dylan,
nearby.
My boy.
And then there's G.
There he is.
All right.
Alone. Is that mustard on his shirt? What is that yellow?
And then I did something to freak these guys out when they were opening their halls yesterday. Wrong way. That's one of his I don't know which one it is, but that's one of his necklaces with one of the
okay. Yeah, Curtis has got one.
Yeah.
Yep, I have one too. But it hangs over my desk.
I wish I had one.
And then last but not least,
I just talked about this one.
Oh, okay. Sorry, I didn't know you went back. Sorry, I was pulling up something for Brian.
Oh, sorry. Yeah, this was I was just trying to get their attention. I was trying to get their attention, like to get a candid shot, and they just both looked at me like, "What the fuck are you doing?"
So Brian Lynn sent me this to pull up, which is a fundraiser that they're doing for their son Zayne, once in a lifetime Europe trip. So they're trying to raise some money for that. So I just forwarded that to you, Jesse. If you could put the link in this video, this live afterward, like in the description, would be great.
Oh, yes.
I would have just posted it here, but it was too long to post unless you can find a way to do it in the chat. But I also know that Stacy's got a post up on Facebook. So yeah, if you're able to, and you know, they just put on a great con for us, and I know a lot of us had a great time. So if you can help support their son for a trip to Europe, definitely go and do that. That'd be awesome. So, all right, I think that is it for slides. But yeah, Greg, go ahead.
Can I mention? This is Paul Kent. This is Paul Kent from
yes,
Man of Steel for people. Real quick, August 1st, we're having the first official mini Pete McCarthy, Don't Come At Me. It's a Michigan meetup. Anyone in the area, please come out if you're drivable. Grand Rapids area, August 1st, Saturday. I'm calling it KarvarKon. That was Corey Shortenshoffer's idea. But I love Kirby, and Kirby deserves a con named after him. Anyways, it's nothing big. We're just going to meet up at my buddy Tardy's, Gavin Willard's cool comic toy store. He's got some mythics there. And we're going to meet up there at about noon. And then we're going to go grab some lunch at Pizza Ranch. They've got like a big room for us that we reserved. And then we're going to Kirby's afterwards. We're going to have like some tables for selling mythics or trading. Corey's going to have some heads there to sell, and a little dessert table. So it's just a gathering of friends. So please, if you guys are interested, please come out. It's going to be a good time. Says
August 1st is his birthday, and he's thinking about making the trip.
We would love to have you. Brett is crashing at Casa de Schmerber's house. So please come out. It would be a great time. Brian, we'd love to have you and Stacy, preferably more Stacy than Brian. But definitely, if you have to drive, Brian, that's fine. But yeah, come out and hang out with us. It's going to be a great time.
First off, Kirby, you are big enough for KarvarKon.
He is. I mean, KarvarKon is
Kirby's awesome.
He's one of the best dudes. So nice. The hat. I mean,
I will tell you, this is. You know what? I'm going to put myself in the big position.
Of course. We need that. We need that.
So, you know, I've talked about this in the past, that I've got a panic disorder, and a lot of the things that I do, whether it's YouTube, the Cabal admin thing, like I never feel like I'm enough. Right. That's my own personal anxiety and bullshit that I got going on. So I give and give and give, and I just never feel like it's enough. like 2 years ago or 3 years ago at Mesquite Con. I was there, and Kirby pulled me to the side, and we hugged, and he was kind of whispering to me and talking to me, and he said something super sweet. I'm not gonna like reveal that here because it was kind of a private thing with me and him, but he made me feel so special and so loved. It was an awesome moment, and that's just the kind of guy he is. Like Kirby's just that dude,
just sweet.
So
just a kind.
While he's not like Greg and I that are in your face all the time, like look at us, he's not that guy. That's not who Kirby is. But he is awesome enough to have a con. Number one. Number two, calling it the Michigan meetup is a problem because Pete McCarthy will come after you. So you got
he has already. Yeah, he already has.
So you got to call it something different anyway because of Pete. So KarvarKon is perfect.
KarvarKon is great. It's kind of like just a tribute to such a sweet guy. I mean, he's so humble. He's like, I came home from that Mesquite Con trip, and I was like, Kirby pulled me aside, and I told Darla what he had said, and I was almost in tears. Like it was very, very sweet stuff. So just awesome, dude. Yeah, he is.
So final thoughts. KarvarKon, the first annual. We'll go to Steph first. Steph, final thoughts on KarvarKon.
Great con, definitely something that we needed in that region. PowerCon left a vacuum that we couldn't quite place, but KarvarKon filled it and more. And it was great seeing everyone. I love the gazebos outside the hotel rooms. Outstanding scenery, great people. 10 out of 10 will recommend, and you'll be seeing DTour there again.
Yes. Schmerber?
That's what I'm talking about. If Steph's going to be there, I'm going to be there for sure.
Final thoughts on KarvarKon?
I thought it was great. I mean, I totally got the Legions Con vibes where you go in to the lobby at Legion Cons and they're like, hey, like everyone sees everyone. And it's just that.
Yeah, it is that. You're right. Yeah. I mean,
so great. Did I freeze up? What happened?
You did. It was awesome.
Damn it.
Because you were like this too. You froze like that.
No, it was just great to see. Oh, look at that. Look at that. I was waiting for that.
My poor eyes.
And this guy, he said 2 hours. He said he had sandals on for 2 hours. That's a lie. That's a lie, dude. It was like 20 minutes. He was looking for me. Okay, I left my table. He was looking for me. He wanted to take a picture with our toes out. And then as soon as the picture was taken, he was like, Darla, socks, shoes.
2.5 hours. And then I told Darla, I was like, I can't take it anymore. I can't take it.
Believe that. I can't believe that.
William's asking again the venue for KarvarKon.
It's at Tardy's. It starts at Tardy's. I will send you a message. Any questions, please hit up me or Kirby, and I will do more posts in the cabal. So please come out. It's gonna be a good time.
Very cool.
But KarvarKon was so great, dude. I'm sorry. I've had a great time. I can't wait to go there next year. Proud of the Lens for what they built, and it was just great seeing everybody. Like Steph said, seeing people sooner than having to wait until November. Like this is like a great mid-year. I get to see all my bros and hang out for the weekend, and it was great. So definitely next year for sure.
Bros at shows.
Jesse, KarvarKon, final thoughts?
I'll be back. I had a great time. Not too bad of a trip from where I'm at. The venue was cool. It was cool to see everybody. This year it gave me, it wasn't exactly the same, but it gave me some of those vibes of that 2021, the Legions Con side of that Toy Con New Jersey that I went to that introduced me to all of this. And just, the people that came out that had never even heard of Mythic Legions that somehow made it to the show, and just all the cool little things that happened, little moments like you said with Kirby and other folks, getting to hang out with William and, people we don't get to see, other than at maybe Mesquite Con or Legions Con. It was just really cool. I know I'm kind of in a nice spot on the East Coast, and I can get to a lot of the New Jersey area shows and stuff. But it was just really cool, different, and I think it was a great time. Brian did a great job, and I think I can't wait to go back next year.
Yeah, I have said for years that MesquiCon is my number one convention. Like,
so much fun.
I love Legions Con, but a good portion of Legions Con week, I'm basically working. Like, I'm trying to make every single event. I'm, you know, busting from one place to another, and you know, I'm trying to be on. I'm show Curtis. MesquiCon is one where I can relax and hang out with friends and all that kind of stuff. This was every bit as good as MesquiCon and then some. I feel like this location, this hotel, had so many different areas for socializing, from, you know, the bar to you know, right inside the front door of the lobby, the main area of the lobby, outside by the gazebos and stuff. There were so many different areas to congregate that you could just kind of mosey back and forth between all these different groups of people, have a conversation here, move over here, have a conversation, move over here. And it was, you could just socialize with everybody and get around. It was the perfect setup for the post-con kind of interacting with folks. And I love that so much. It was great. So perfect venue. No matter what you do with KarvarKon, do not change that venue, because that venue is amazing.
Perfect. That lobby, the pub, the courtyard, the hall, huge. I mean,
the only bad thing about the hotel was the weird ass layout of the hallways.
It was weird. It was like a space station or something.
And that's like a minor complaint.
Circular.
Yeah.
There's no fast way to get to.
Well, and in my bedroom or my room, the TV was mounted 3 inches beside the bed. Like, it was
you're like watching TV so like this.
I banged my head on the TV like 5 times.
It is a weird place for the TV.
Yeah. But
the bathrooms were clean. That was good.
Yeah, that was great.
Everything was clean. Everything was clean. Yeah.
Food was good. Yeah. We heard from Brian on Friday when we were doing our off-world show. And he said he did hear from the lady that runs the hotel, and she said that they loved us and they are excited to have us back next year. So yeah, for sure. Awesome.
So right on.
Awesome. So Schmerber, obviously you got KirbyCon coming up. Anything other shows besides Legions Con that you got for the rest of the year?
No, not really. No.
Okay.
Got Legion Kings on Tuesdays. Sometimes I'm there. Sometimes I'm Night Tripper. I've got a paranormal show called Night Tripper, and that's all. Just hanging out.
Okay.
Yeah. Did you Jesse? You didn't know about that? Jesse?
I knew about it, but that'll scare me. I can't do that stuff.
Yeah, it's like ghosts, UFOs. Nate's been on a few times. Guesagway. It's a fun show. Jesse, if you want to be on, I'd love to have you.
I'll take a listen.
Yeah.
Okay.
Steph, what about you? You got any other shows coming up besides Legions Con?
Actually, you guys familiar with Chubsy Wubsy? Great pillar of the community. So he hosts on a monthly basis, like a creative spotlight. He has you come down to the store, show your stuff, sell your stuff, and everybody comes down. Great party. So he invited me back. So trying to set something up for the month of August. So stay tuned, but definitely I'll be running some promo for that too as well.
Very cool. Very cool. Are you doing New York this year, Comic-Con?
Ooh, New York? I might not. It's a toss-up between New York and Titans Toys. I've never been to Tennessee, so
me neither.
Okay.
Yeah, I want to see what it's like. So I'll flip a coin tomorrow, so I'm going to decide which one I'm going to go to. But it's actually looking more like a Tennessee trip, so we'll see.
Okay, awesome.
Tennessee's pretty cool.
Yeah,
we appreciate you guys being on to talk about this. The show was amazing. Can't wait to see you guys at KarvarKon next year and at Legions Con this year.
Oh yeah.
Only 4 months away now. Gotta get cracking, man. Gotta get that inventory back up, Steph.
Hopefully you'll get your ashes before then.
Yeah, if I don't have my ashes by Legions Con, you're gonna hear about it. So
make a post.
Curtis will kick some ashes.
Yeah, exactly. All right, folks. Well, we're going to put you backstage. If you got to run, we totally understand. If not, hang out, and we'll talk to you in just a minute.
Thank you, guys. It was an honor. Appreciate it.
Later, guys. Thank you.
Appreciate you guys being
Bye,
on.
guys. Thanks for being here.
That, Jesse, is a show.
I know we're wrapping up, but Jen threw this comment out. I said on another show, but we can have a Mythic meetup at my house next year at KarvarKon.
Sweet. Very cool. Well, you got anything else going on this week?
No.
Okay.
No, this is nice. I don't have any shows to plan for except for Legion's Con. So like between now and then I've got stuff to work on, but I don't feel like I have any, like, I don't have to like ramp up and then, come down from another show. So it's all just on Legion's Con. And, I got a nice chunk of my Dicey Encounters underway, and I'll have some more of those and some whole bunch more customs for the show, and looking forward to it.
Very cool. I've got Toy Hammer After Dark after this. So if anybody's a Warhammer fan or a Joy Toy fan, tune in. Blake and I and maybe Carlos will be talking some Warhammer. And then this Wednesday, Jeremy doesn't have a show, so we will be doing a crossover event with the Art by Ackerman channel, Legion's Ladies Live. We'll be doing some live customizing, painting. If you feel like you want to paint with us, great. If you want to sculpt, if you want to draw, you want to just hang out in the chat, whatever, you coming, Jesse?
I'll be there.
Nice. Jesse will be there too, folks. So tune in Wednesday for some live customizing. Schmerber said he may want to paint too. Awesome. So beautiful. Well, I think that's a show. Do we have one next week too?
We do. I don't know. I don't think we have any booked yet. I like this kind of flying by the seat of our pants. We'll make an announcement, and we will have a show next week regardless, unless we don't. But we will, unless we don't.
Yeah, we do it every week. We'll be here.
Yeah.
There you go. Bare feet.
Get some bare feet.
Yeah.
Yes. But thank you all for being here. Curtis, thanks for putting up with the toe pictures. I sent Curtis a horrible picture of a coffee pot or a teapot covered in feet.
It was not good.
I thought he had moved on and embraced the toes, but I apologize. No. But yeah. I started a new show on Netflix today called The East Palace. It's another Korean like period drama with like spooky stuff going on, and I really liked the first episode, so I'm gonna go watch some more of that tonight.
Did you hear what I'm watching now?
No.
I'm on new Little House on the Prairie. There's a new one on Netflix.
Yeah.
Which Darla was watching, and I kind of caught it while she was watching it. And then we watched that first season, which isn't bad. And then I was like, you know what? I've never really watched the original. And so I went, it's on Peacock, and I started watching it, and I'm hooked. I'm hooked, man. So yeah, I'm watching Little House, the old school stuff. So
I used to watch that all the time growing up. I don't remember like storylines, but I do remember it. TJ, I shot the shelf, but I did not shoot the drapery.
That's pretty good.
That's
205 episodes to get to that joke. It was worth the wait.
That was great.
Yeah.
All right.
Beautiful.
Little House on the Prairie makes me think of Little Debbie's oatmeal cream pies. Like it's just it's simple, but like satisfying.
Show, Jesse, come on.
I mean, you got to have cream pies if you're making a family, right?
Until next time.
Oh, I have to hit the button.